Ni hao, naysaying nuisances, neurotic necromancers, and all nut-punching Neanderthals. Welcome to the Diecast. Last time, the story took a dark and brutal turn when the party discovered the horribly mutilated, yet well-presented corpse of one Hermann Wessenschmidt. They asked the nearby prisoners if they knew anything of the murder, and whether they knew who took Wessenschmidt's eyes, lungs, heart, and tongue, though getting a sensible response from the prisoners proved a tricky undertaking. After being squeezed out by the suspicious prison captain, the party travelled back to the residence of the ever-flamboyant Professor Kezra, who, along with his new friend Lola, was on quite the come-down. A brief interrogation, heart-wrenching backstory, and shared bath between fogies later, the party are heading back out to the city to unwind this mystery and head to the Pleasure Palace to rough up an ex-lover of a pseudo-deceased friend. Let us see where this adventure takes us, shall we?
That tickled me. That really got me. Oh dear.
I gotta say, right, because obviously I wasn't here last week. When I heard that Kezra was in the bath with someone, I thought it was you.
No,
he wishes.
He's
like, oh, you managed it then. Fair play.
Fair play.
Subcontracted it to the pensioner in the pants.
Yeah.
I think he was hinting, but then Chadwick was like, I could take a bath.
Chadwick.
Bax remains
Smelly.
pure for now.
Well, pure in the
Pure
in that
rage.
sense, but definitely not in the sense of not having committed crimes and not being completely covered in filth.
Yeah.
So,
Old trash boy.
you can hear Kezra starting to read Lola some poetry upstairs. You can hear some sort of shuffling back and forth between the various guards of the Ironfoot Battalion. And Chadwick opens the door, and he goes to sort of turn around and get a bearing of, like, you know, oh, well, where are we going? And before he can finish, the four of you can hear, yoink! And you four just go, and Chadwick's like, bear in mind, you don't know this, but Chadwick's like, hello? Hello? Hello?
Was thinking us, not him.
Kezra! Kezra! You four recognize the voice to be that of Theus,
Big man.
and you've been yoinked, as he
T-man.
put it. You are the two tieflings with Theus in like a sort of almost like arena box, like sort of overlooking this
Okay.
floating arena in the depths of nothing. This isn't the astral plane, this is something else entirely. Theus is gigantic and above you. And all around you are 12 other gigantic deities, each of them having two people in front of them from the mortal plane.
Oh no.
Lilith and Briarleaf are in front of the god that you would recognize, Drek, your god, the god of dark.
Both of them are in front of Drek.
Yes.
So the deities are in the boxes with us, but big,
Yeah, they're big, and it's sort of like...
and they're all overlooking the arena.
Yeah,
around
there's like a
the
big
outside.
circle of them, but on one side there are 5. On the other side there are 5. At the head are 2, and at the tail is one goddess on her own.
Right.
You get a rough idea going into it, sort of who's who, just based off sort of colours and themes and stuff. But before any of this begins, Thea starts to talk to you, and is just this horrible, crackly warbling, as if there's some medium between you that's like preventing it.
Okay.
And he shrinks himself back down to your height, your size, and he's like, "Ah, shit, sorry. I forgot about the whole I'm a god, you're not a god thing. This might seem really off the wall, but you two are my champions, after all. So, this...
Back up a little there. What?
Yes, so, probably should have warned you. Most other mortals do get a bit of a warning. However, I left it a little bit late and totally forgot this whole thing was even going on. So...
Can we hear it?
No, you two can't at the moment. I'll come back to you with Drac now. But he's like, basically, this is the ADWC. It's like a yearly event. It's the All Deity Wrestling Championship, where each of the deities of the new pantheon sort of choose some champions to fight on their behalf.
And we're the best you could come up with.
At such short
Excuse
notice,
me?
yes. I don't suppose you have any experience in professional style wrestling, do you?
No, well, I'm good at
Not
hitting
really.
things, but apart
No
from-
weapons allowed, I'm afraid.
Okay, well, no. I mean, I can punch people, but
Yeah, that'll do fine. Yes.
I'm much better if I got something big and heavy that I can swing around.
Is
Nah.
Gonk and Paprika about?
Not with you, no.
Oh shit.
Oh no.
But like, you know, I do
We
enjoy.
got separately yoinked.
Chadwick is just holding them like, hello.
I like a scrap. So.
Yes.
eh.
So this might seem completely fucking bananas, but yes. So the gods, we often quarrel. We mostly hate each other, including my wife and I. She's over there, and he like points directly next to him, and there's just this like big paladin-looking motherfucker with like long, curly, flowing blonde hair, and this like gleaming silver breastplate and big hammer and shield, with these two very holy-looking, basically like sort of holy avenger-looking people down in front of her. He's like, I would normally choose someone that represents my values a little more accurately. However, I forgot this was a thing. I received like a sort of message this morning, actually. And yes, we get together once a year or so, and we pit our champions against each other in essentially like a wrestling format to squash beef.
Okay. Does anyone die? Is this like a dead?
This is you.
Not usually.
This is you we're talking about. Is it literally squashing beef?
Oh, no.
Oh. Okay.
There was one time where I did have a Minotaur champion, and he was absolutely destroyed. So I suppose I have quite literally squashed the beef.
Okay.
Was it the
However-
Kerplunk? Or
Oh no.
Okay.
I'm banned from using that here. This is our own little sort of pocket dimension sort of thing, and well, those two are in charge. And he points up at what is clearly the goddess of life, Ilor, who is just this like radiant, glowing, like she sort of appears slightly different to everybody based on what they believe to be like pure and good and holy. She's very like maternal figure, but very well, just the literal opposite, the complete opposite of theirs. You know, like you couldn't get two different deities. And next to her is Elisek, the god of the sky, who both of them are sort of gingerly stood next to each other. They're trying to sort of look like as they're putting on happy families type of thing. He's like, they don't let me do Kaplunk. Not anymore. Part of the reason why I ended up in the hole the first time was because I cheated. God of Chaos. So, yes, when you're called, you'll go in and you'll wrestle. And then I'll pop you back.
Cool.
Simple
Okay.
as.
Sounds good. I'm on board.
Cool legumes. And then whilst that's going on, Drake is presented with you two. And he's like, I thought I was supposed to have those horribly pale, skinny, dark gentlemen over the coffin thing this year, but suppose you two will do. You worship me, right? Apparently. I feel some sort of worship bond.
Why are we here? Who are you? Would I know that, like,
Your
have I ever
mask
seen him
is...
before?
You've never seen like the physical avatar of him, but his mask is now like appeared on your belt. Like you don't even realize it's there until he goes, yes, that's my mask, so I suppose you are some sort of worshipper of mine. I am Drek, god of dark.
Oh.
Sort of dark.
darkness, the night, you name it.
So why am I here?
Honestly, I don't know.
Wonderful.
However, have you been given the brief?
No.
No.
We've just yoinked from the bath.
The-
Well,
You went in the bath.
the bath house. The house with the bath in it. Shit, what is it called?
What do you
is
mean?
it?
Kezra's
What is it?
place.
Kezra's house, thank you.
Right.
Well, I'm glad you have clothes on, at least. We did try naked wrestling here once. That didn't go down too well with the other gods. I didn't mind it. So, it's basically this is a wrestling championship. In order to settle our differences, myself and the other gods, of course, not your mortal differences. They are irrelevant. So, basically, when someone calls me out, or I call someone out for a fight, you just go in and wrestle. Yes? Nice and easy.
You say that. Are we gonna get hurt?
Probably not.
Also, do we have to fight them? And then I point to
Yeah.
these.
Well, it depends if Thais calls me out. I don't plan on calling him out this year, so...
Okay, so who are you planning on calling out?
All in due time, darling. All in due time.
So what happens if we win?
Then I get to gloat over to the other gods for the rest of the year.
And if we lose?
Quite the opposite. I just sort of have to keep my tail between my legs for a year.
Well, what about
There's nothing really riding on it.
What do we get?
You get to be in the presence of the very gods. What more do you want?
I thought we were always in the presence of the gods.
No, but like, the real...
But like really
alright
in the
then.
presence.
Yes, I mean, like, these aren't just the avatars. Like, our actual energy is here. Do you not feel it? Make a perception check.
I'm just gonna fucking know. I don't know what
Just,
I'm
like,
doing.
as he says it, like, do you not feel it? You just sort of take a moment to think, like, do I?
Huh?
What do you
A
mean?
minute to- I do not. Natural one.
Yeah, you just, like, feel what? He's like, oh, bloody heathens. Right, this whole shit show is about to begin, so hold on to your buttholes.
Sky, do you think that most people get teleported around as much as we do?
Probably not. I need to learn a teleport spell, so at least, you know, I have half a chance of getting out of these things.
Just kind of looking around, taking it in.
Yeah, so
It's just waving at you two, and everyone's just like, "Hi!"
Oh, hey!
so to give you a bit more of like an idea of what's going on, apart from this sort of like split 5 and 5 with the two gods at the top and one at the bottom, in front of each of them you sort of get a feel for the sort of tenets of a god, you know. So in front of what you assume to be the god of the sea, Hadrus, just because of the sort of the blues and purples that he's adorned in, and the fact that, you know, one of the champions he's got there is some horrible squid creature, and the other one is very much a large fish man. In front of Banel, like I said, the sort of almost like Holy Avengers vibe, where it's like they're very kitted out in silvers and golds and whites and, you know, pure clothing. However, what you will notice is that there's a sort of comic twist to them, where there's not just a big fish man, but a big fish man wearing elbow pads and knee pads, and, you know, like the big Holy Avenger has got like a foam finger on their back and all this sort of stuff. Like they go all out for the all deity wrestling. It's unnerving, to say the least. It's a strange sight seeing all of these like sort of comic campy champions in front of their gods.
Is there a crowd as well, or is it just
It's just the gods and the champions. There are no crowd that you can see or hear at the moment.
They should really like sell tickets to this thing. This is crazy.
There's also currently like no like real ring per se. There's just like an area sort of floating about in the middle that you can assume will become the sort of staging grounds. But there's a
Theus?
yes.
Where is Paprika?
Oh.
And Gonk? My creations?
They flesh?
No, copper.
Sorry, I tuned the portal to flesh.
Did
you have
Am I wearing anything?
What you will realise is that your suit has been replaced with an all-in-one lycra bodysuit, split down the middle, black and red, as have you in a matching one.
Hell
you
yeah.
two are in more like sort of like booty
Bags.
shorts and a training top with feather boas with all like raven feathers and big like elbow pads and knee pads and like knee-high boots that are all laced up. Yeah, basically.
Is that right? Was that something that happened just now, or were we already in them when we were talking about this?
You were already in them, but
only
you
just noticed.
you were sort of like looking at this sort of like slightly bigger avatars. You didn't really
Yeah,
look
and you did
down.
roll a natural one on your
I
perception.
did.
Yeah.
True.
So,
Okay.
yeah, you've been in it this whole time, but
But I mean, we would have noticed these in the
Like,
it's
Right.
very difficult to sort of see because of the distance between each of you. It's sort of like if you were in like an actual real life, sort of football game and you're looking over to the opposite side of the crowd, you can roughly make out some stuff going on, but not really
You can
any
see
details.
two red tieflings across, and it's probably like, it's them.
It's like,
Is that them?
Yeah.
Every now and again, there's like a glint off Scaris's horn that's like, I think that's him.
it's definitely them.
But yeah, Theus is like, right, sorry, I've got to do the whole I am the god of chaos thing, so I'll be with you in a moment, lads. And then he grows back up to this like huge avatar and is now level pegged with them all. But then they sort of, each of these avatars becomes almost like semi-corporeal for a moment, where they just become this big glowing ball of energy.
You see, me and Jess just got.
So they're like sort of real in this plane, but also you can just sense that the energy about them is much bigger than what you can physically see. Like now it's hard to avoid like that nat one on perception. It's like automatically become like a, oh shit, no, I think I see what they mean now. There's just this thrumming at the very fibers of your being, like just like a real warmth and vibration in your very soul, like your entire body is engulfed with just this presence, this all-being, all-knowing, all-present force that, you're getting all these different sort of flavors of it as well, where sort of as the different gods all create this huge glowing ball of light in all these different colors that represent somewhat what they are the deities of. You just, when Theus erupts into this black and red roiling ball, you suddenly get the urge to, it's almost like a fight or flight, but instead of just wanting to physically hurt something, it's like, I need to do something really stupid or just like throw myself on the deck, And then Bunel does it, and you get this stoic, heroic feeling in your chest rise up, and there's like a need to be proud and raise your neck and shoulders. And then you see Caravis, the god of the arcane and intellect and scholarly persuasions, erupt into this blue cyan ball, and suddenly you get all these brand new ideas for inventions, and you are like, if I swing my axe in my hammer in this ever so slight different way, I know I can get more leverage and crush more skulls. Like every deity that erupts, you just get this brand new idea and feeling in this cascade of emotion and explosion and color and sense, and it's all a bit overwhelming to the point where even the fishman is like, oh, fuck.
When Theus goes, do we just get like, I should fart in a church?
I'm gonna fart in a jar and save it for a church. So you are greeted with this sourceless voice that welcomes each of you, and the ball above where the goddess of life was, this very naturally... It almost looks like when you put smoke in a chamber, like a very ripply, twisting ball of energy, of gold light and greens and warmth and just nurturing feeling. Where she was stood, the ball says, "Welcome one and all to another year of all daisy wrestling. We have some fine champions with us this year. It should be a good one. Now we all know the rules. No true violence, preferably no deaths. It's all for show and fun and games. And once you win with grace. You do not rub it in until we have all at least left this arena. Agreed?" And then there's just like a murmuring from the rest of the gods, like, "Fine, fucking bitch." She's like, "As Theus was the unfortunate last place last year," and he goes, "Sorry, boys." Yeah, she's like, "He gets first challenge, as is tradition. But before we begin, may I introduce this year's announcers, Bob and Tim." And there's just these this big, like, two-headed Etin type creature that just arises on a floating platform with his legs crossed, sort of sat like a monk. And he's like, "And welcome to this year's All Deity Wrestling, brought to you by the very gods themselves. First up, we have Theus with his challenge. Who's it gonna be? What do you think, Tim?"
Thanks, Bob. Yeah, this year I think Theus is going to try and squash the beef with one of his kids, because they're always being fucking assholes to him. And, you know, there's only so much you can take before you gotta beat the shit out of your kid.
Thank you, Tim. That's kind of dark. Theus, over to you.
Who are his kids? Do you know who his kids are?
Do I know who those kids are?
Do it.
Make a religion check.
Ooh. 14.
Okay, so the children of the gods Theus and Banel are Justias, the goddess of roguery and mischief, Caravus, the god of arcane intellect, scholarly pursuits, and Vork, the god of war and violence and blood and murder.
Oh, they sound riveting.
So Theus goes, "Boys, sorry to throw you under the cart, the proverbial cart. The poop is about to hit the fan bearer." He goes, "I challenge my son, my youngest son, the one who thinks he's got a bigger cock than everyone on the planet. Vork, I've had enough of you swanning around thinking you're all cool and shit." He's like, "I challenge you."
I'm gonna start, like, my eyes are gonna go to his
Yeah, so
champion.
you
so
sort
I
of
can
like
try and eye him
look
up.
down the. Oh, so hang on. You two are sort of like towards the top end, and you sort of look down. So you've got Banel and her champions on your left. On your right, you have Caravus and his champions. Then Justias. Then Vork on the end. He's the youngest. He's got like sort of little child syndrome where he's just fucking fighting everything all the time. So you peek your head down, and there are these two great fuck off massive orcs. One of them, snapped tusks, dragon pelts, like mauled skull, huge like steel chair looking thing. And the other one is this very well dressed, sort of referee trousers, ripped vest nerd in glasses with tape around the middle, and he's sort of like.
They don't look so tough. Well, we'll be fine.
You just hear a whisper in both ears. He goes,
You two can decide between you who wants to go first, but let's hope you get the shit one, eh? Who wants to go first?
Can I please?
Sure.
Yeah. So first we have, hailing from the material plane, Baxter something, and he turns to you and he goes, "What's your surname, kid?"
Steel.
Baxter Steele.
That's
and
me.
then the other one goes,
And over in the other corner, we got,
oh shit, what's his name? Hold on.
we've got Hardhead Jeff.
In which case the nerdy looking one steps forward and he's like,
Aww.
You're going down, actually.
I'm gonna feel bad. I can't
So
hit this
before
guy's
you can
wearing
even say
glasses,
anything,
man.
you guys, you and your opponent are teleported to the center of what appears in front of everyone else, this huge wrestling ring. Proper WWE style wrestling ring. Hold on, let me put on some combat
Oh
music.
god.
Just be like, woo, Max.
All this teleporting is starting to play hell with the guts, you know?
Nothing
if
to
we
do with
swap
all
to
the
the
back- oh, that's
drugs.
Hang on,
Oh,
let
it's
me
definitely not all the drugs.
Or the drink, no?
throw on some combat music here. That's a bit spooky, hold on. We want something a bit more chipper and goofy,
I mean,
you know?
wrestling for the gods' entertainment is pretty spooky.
Yeah, but I feel like it needs to be sort of like,
Yeah.
goofy, you know? I was going to try and find some proper, you know, like royalty-free wrestling music, but I just thought that we'll keep it grounded in fantasy as opposed to
Just
just...
some new metal going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let me bring back up the sheet. So, the way this works, first of all, this is your opponent.
Oh, hello.
So, I will pop this in front of the
Oh, so he's nerdy, but he's
hench as fuck.
nerdy, but he's jacked.
He's ripped.
chonkers.
I don't know if you want to pass him around and have a look, or if you can all see him from there.
He's so cool. That's a good mini. Good lord.
So, for anyone who's wondering at home, these minis are from the tabletop game Rumble Slam,
Hell of a paint job.
which is fantasy wrestling by TT Combat, and it is fucking awesome. It's real good fun.
Nice
The
trousers
minis are
are.
incredible. Yeah, like high-rise trousers, fanny pack, proper thick beer bottle, like you know, milk bottle
Yeah.
glasses tied on with
Pocket
tape.
protector.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's turbo nerd, but
Oh my
hench.
gosh, he looks like the Lucian of the twins. I can't
Oh,
remember.
Cram Twins.
Cram Twins, yeah.
Yeah, he looks like a
Oh,
braided
wow.
version.
Yeah.
He
Cram.
does.
Lucian, if he got hit by gamma rays.
Where do you want Lucian?
So he is going here.
That's his name now. His
Yeah.
name's not Jeff. It's
Yeah.
Lucian.
Okay, hang on. My
Hardhead Lucian.
my
Hard head Lucian.
session document closed for some reason. So, there are some rules here for this combat. It's not like regular fighting combat.
Okay.
First of all, you have stamina that is based on your constitution bonus
Okay.
plus 1.
Okay.
So, what is your con modifier?
That would be so +4 +1 would be
Okay,
5.
so you have 5 stamina.
Okay.
This guy has 4.
I'm gonna put a D6 on a 5 so I can keep track.
Cool. I will do the same. well,
Stamina. I'll put that just
I
on
will
top
pop
of where
that
HP
there.
normally goes.
So, the rules for this: as an action, you may make a strike,
Okay.
which is a regular attack roll, and if you make it, it's 1 stamina damage.
Okay.
You may make a grapple, which is contested athletics versus either their athletics
So we're
or
damaging
acrobatics.
each other's
Yeah.
stamina.
Yep. You can strike a grappled enemy on your next action to make an attack roll with advantage for 1 strike damage.
Okay.
Grappling's pretty good because it's wrestling. I'll go back over all of this. If you are grappled, before making any sort of strike, you must use your action to try and break the grapple.
Ooh, okay.
You can do an aerial strike off the turnbuckle,
Brilliant.
but you have to use a bonus action to climb the turnbuckle first.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a whole shebang.
Anything else?
And then you may pin for an action, which is either your strength versus their strength or strength versus dex.
Okay.
And then for a bonus action, you can either hype the crowd for a +1 to your next roll on the offense, but a -1 to your next defense because you're boasting. You can prep, which is +1 to your next defense roll, but -1 to your next offensive roll. Yeah, I'll go through it all. You can make a dash action, which is basically you can either use W movement or bounce off a rope
Okay.
and basically rocket back the other way. Or you can use your bonus action to climb a turnbuckle. There are no reactions and there are no opportunity attacks.
Okay. Cool.
So it's all just sort of brawly, grapply, bounce off the top rope sort of shit.
If I rage,
Yes.
any benefits?
I will say you get... If you want to rage, you get +2 to your offensive, but -2 to your defensive rolls.
Okay. It's kind of a reckless attack vibe.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay.
Because you won't actually sort of be able to use reckless attack in any beneficial way, it sort of combines them. Okay, so first you've got to roll off with the big guy to see who's gonna
Okay.
go first. So he got a 10
Oh dear.
on. Sorry, that's a athletics or acrobatics to see who sort of gets the first.
Oh, okay, not an initiative roll.
Not an initiative.
Oh,
no.
okay. Athletics.
That was my bad. I should have specified.
No, it's a 9.
Oh, okay. So he just squeaks it.
Yeah.
So, first he is going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Close the gap. And as his bonus action, he is going to immediately turn to the crowd and be like, "Actually, I'm gonna smash him!" to get +1 to his next offensive and -1 to his next defensive roll.
The crowd is
Right.
the gods.
Yeah, the crowd is you guys and the girls.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry,
I'm
I'm
gonna
really slow
start-
at the moment.
I need to actually mark. So that's his turn. That's all he can do. Going first, sort of not the best, honestly, in an offensive position. So he goes +1 attack minus.
Additional question with the rage,
Yeah.
as it normally gives advantage on strength checks.
I say
Would it, for the sake of grappling, to use athletics?
because it's a grappling someone is an offensive action and you get the +2. Fuck! I didn't even. Why didn't I consider rage? I'll say that the +2 is sort of just like a flat thing across the board when raging.
Okay, cool. So +2 to the grapple check.
Oh, yeah, all offensive stuff. So strikes,
Okay, cool.
jumping off the
Cool,
ropes,
cool.
grapples, pins.
Right.
So Bax gets a +2, a -2 to begin with.
I haven't raged yet, but
Okay.
yeah.
So that
Is
will
that-
be your bonus.
Is that his turn?
That is his turn, yeah.
Okay.
That's as far as he can move.
While he's gloating, then
Yeah.
I'm gonna run in behind him and just go for a tongue in the back of the head.
Okay, strike.
Yeah. I'll
Cool,
Just go for a
yeah.
strike. I'll start with the strike.
Yeah, so he's immediately like arms in the air, and you give him a cheeky like.
Yeah.
So obviously the point isn't to like kill each other,
Yeah.
and you sort of get
Tell
that.
you
So
what, I'll go for an
yeah.
elbow. I'll come
Okay,
up behind
yeah.
and just go for a-
Just right in the back of the shoulder. So okay, cool. So that is a regular attack roll against his AC.
It's a 19 to hit.
Hits.
And do I get the?
So that's a +2 from that because it's an offense. Oh no,
I
you're not
haven't
raging
raged
yet.
yet, no.
Okay, so it's just yeah.
Cool.
So it's just a flat roll.
It's just
do you
a
add,
flat
Do
attack.
you add
Your
strength?
regular attack, like as if it was an unarmed attack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's him boasting. That doesn't give him anything off the AC. It's off if I were to grapple him. He gets a minus to
Yes.
it. Cool.
Yes.
I get
Any
it.
defensive rolls.
I understand. Right.
I don't.
So
I
I'll go
barely
back through it on
understand.
yours.
1, 2.
What?
I said I barely understand.
I'll keep moving.
Okay.
Okay.
So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25,
Okay.
35, 40. I'll keep running over there. So run past.
You just run past, drive by elbow, keep
And
running.
I'll like skid along the floor and turn around to face him.
Okay, cool.
And just be like,
Yeah, so the moment you give that strike, immediately Volk, the god of war, starts cheering because he doesn't give a shit. A bit like sort of Korn in Warhammer doesn't care from where the blood
Yeah.
flows. It's like he doesn't care what's going on. It's just violence to him. And Theus is just like he talks to you and he's like, "Do you see what I have to put up with? This dumb piece of shit. He was birthed from my loins, and I have to put up with that? Fucking idiot." So yeah, he's sort of like, shit. So he's got, you successfully gave him a bonk, so that's 1 stamina drain.
and can I bonus action to dash? Was it? That was one of the.
Yeah.
So I'll bonus action dash then, and I'll bring myself all the way to
Right
this
to it.
corner here.
Yeah, so just sort of like
Yeah.
lean in it. Okay, cool. So once you reach 0 stamina, you're not like dead, you just drop to the floor.
Yeah,
And then you have to be pinned or like thrown out of the grapple because you can just sort of drag them to the edge.
Is there any way you can get stamina back?
Nope.
Okay.
That's just your.
To be fair, if you succeed getting out of a pin or it comes back to your turn, it just sort of like you get the auto regen 1. You can't go up past just that.
You can't go past 1, but you get the 1 back.
Yeah, you get the 1, so you can
Yeah.
continue fighting. But once you're at 0, you just drop,
Okay.
and then they get to have their way with you. Hang on, I know that
That's my
it
turn.
sounds
I
complex,
don't
but
want to
like
play.
I've got it written out. I can possibly send it to you or just write it some way. So
gonna fucking
it's the
fucking
orc's
what's going
turn, and now some of the other gods are starting to like get a bit more involved because they're like they've just realized that the ADW is fucking kicking off. You know, the old deity wrestling, they love it. Every year they look
I'm
forward
trying
to
to
this.
give him like the best opening match.
Yeah, okay, cool. So he spins round. Actually, no, I'll tell you what. He is going to go 5, 10, 15, use his bonus action to dash, and basically bounce off the ropes, giving him 15 free feet of movement. So he goes 5, 10, 15 for free. So he's back to where he was, but then he uses... Yeah, basically he's all the way up there. So he's just bounced back off the rope, and as he's doing it, again, he's trying to get the crowd hyped. Oh, wait, no, he can't, because he used his bonus action to dash. So yeah, he just gets back over. And yeah, that's his turn. He's just sort of like, you're being too quick for him, he's just ready, so...
Okay.
But the crowd are still getting really, you know, hyped, and even Bob's like, oh, that's a bad elbow to the head, but he seems to have recovered. He's bouncing off the ropes. What's he gonna do next, folks?
Okay, I'm gonna run.
The little one's in the corner. What's he gonna do?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's what?
2-footed.
25 feet. Yeah, I'm gonna try and slide under his legs. and,
Okay.
Like 2 foot into his legs to try and kind of topple him.
Okay,
Just
so...
as a strike, but
Okay, as a strike,
flavor-wise,
cool.
that's what,
Yeah,
that's
awesome.
what I'm doing.
And the little one drops to the floor. Oh, that's a shot to the ankles.
Okay. Oh shit! Natural 1.
Ooh, okay.
Falls on
So
you.
he does fall, but straight onto you, knocking you flat. That's -1 stamina.
Okay.
Oh, and the big guy falls on the little guy. That's gotta hurt.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's gonna sting in the morning. But
Um,
is this shaping up to be quite the fight?
And I'm gonna just roll out from under him. Bonus action dash.
Okay, so yeah.
So I've used 25.
So you have 80 total feet.
Yeah.
So half of the remaining will be used to stand back up because you got dropped.
That's fine. So what was it?
He's also dropped as well. So I'm gonna lay him down.
It's 25.
55,
So
55.
55. So I've used
Oh my god, I
then.
mathed.
Can I get up then, dash?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. So I should have. Yeah, I guess.
Or is it half your base move speed is to get up, right? Not
Yeah.
half of what's remaining.
Yeah. So 20 feet. To
Yeah,
Get up.
so 20 feet to get up.
Cool. That's
Yeah.
fine. Give me another. Yeah, about 35 feet
Yeah,
left.
35.
So I'm gonna go 20, 25, 30, 35. Get over there.
Oh, he's quick. He's giving him the runaround. Yeah, this is gonna be one of those matches where the little guy just tires out the big guy. And Theus is like, I fucking love these sorts of matches. I really do. It's really funny. Also, I'm glad that we're winning because, you know, I really want to hold it over my son for the next year that he's a bit of a prick. So he's gonna spend 15 to get up. 5, 10, 15. And then he is going to...
side to side.
He's gonna prep, so he gets +1 to his next defensive action.
Okay, cool.
And -1 to his next offensive action. So yeah, you're just running him ragged.
That's
he's
it.
like, come back!
Okay.
No.
Were there any benefits to the aerial attack?
Yes, so
Does it give you
if
anything?
you... so, hang on. Must be on a turnbuckle first. You do a regular attack roll and then do 1 damage. However, the defender makes a dex save, or they get knocked prone, in which you can begin to pin or, you know, get easier punches on.
Okay. That's pretty good. Can I aerial him from there, or does he need to be closer to the ropes?
So, hang on, what was it? 5, 10, 15, 20,
Just for-
25. 5, 10, 15, 25. So there's like a sort of 25-foot box around each corner.
Around each corner.
So
Okay,
you
I
could get him
need to
from
to
there,
that
yeah.
corner first. Okay. I'll bear that in mind. I won't do it now. But
Try a rage jump.
Or you could climb on it and just wait him out.
that's true. I
You could bait him, you could taunt him. You know, you could get the crowd going, get a +1 to your attack, and
That's a good
see if you
point.
can bait him in. I'll even make an intelligence check on him to see if he falls for the bait.
Oh, that's tempting. Yeah. Okay. Let's do that. So 5, 10. I'm gonna go for this one. Then. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
Perfect. And then bonus action to climb up there.
Cool.
So yeah, you are now on the ropes. And are you? So you use the bonus action to climb. So you can't quite hide, but there is that sort of in-game where you're just sort of like, come on, and ever like the gods start like, because they've now that it's started, a lot of them are sort of going back to the large version of their avatar form, so they can actually clap and start like cheering and stuff. And every now and again, they'll just like pull out a sign, and you know, it's just some really stupid thing like, what was his name? Shit, Hardhead Jeff, like. Hardhead Jeff 5-star frog splash, or like you know, drop him, that sort of shit, or just like hey mum, I'm on like God TV or something, you know, just real dumb fourth wall breaking shit.
Is there anything else I can do with an action there? I moved bonus.
I'll tell you what, you can use because obviously you only get one action and one bonus action normally. I'll say that the bonus action stuff, in terms of like the hype and the prep, can be used as an action, because otherwise it just feels a bit flat. So you can give yourself the plus minus stuff.
I'll hype.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you get
Standing on the thing, just like.
your plus attack, but your minus defense.
Okay,
so
cool.
the opposite of what he has at the moment. So you've sort of like negated his last buff. So he immediately falls for the bluff, for the taunt. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. However, he is now in range.
Yeah.
So he's going to try and grapple you on the ropes.
Okay.
So he gets
Oh yeah, because there's no reaction
to his
so you can't
athletic.
just say,
Oh shit!
I...
You had a nat 1.
Yeah.
You had a nat 1.
Okay.
So just roll, but don't get a nat 1, and you're golden.
Okay, yeah, we're good.
Okay.
That was a 25.
Yeah. So he goes to grapple you,
Oh,
and you
24,
just
sorry,
give him
minus
like
one for the
a
height.
firm like boot print to the head in your ridiculous like knee-high boots. Just boom.
Yes.
Just he is flat on his back. So now not only is he prone, but you're on the turnbuckle. So this
Beautiful.
could actually be a frog splash pin.
So is this a advantage aerial attack on him?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, yeah, let's
This
go.
is what we want.
This is what we want. As soon,
it's a
as, soon as
pl-
I boot him
yeah.
down, it's going for the pile driver.
That's a
Let's
plus
go.
1 as well, because
Plus
it's your
1 as
next
well.
advantage.
Oh yeah, with the height.
And you haven't used your bonus action, so you could rage to get a plus 2
Let's
and a
yeah,
plus
let's
1
go,
and
let's
advantage.
Rage. Let's rage.
Okay, so you're raging. You got a plus 3.
Big old scream.
You've got advantage.
lightning going everywhere for the full
Yeah, so as the
combo.
lightning erupts, the god of the sky's like, yeah!
And then like I'll jump into the air, like into the lightning, and then just boom, pile drive down. And
Sick.
I really hope I hit now, so this isn't really embarrassing.
Well, it's a
Everyone's gonna be
plus
like,
3 with
you killed him.
That
advantage.
was 2 19s. Good lord.
Oh, wow. Fuck
so,
me sideways.
Yeah, 20, 22 either way.
Yeah. Honestly, hang on.
2
Let's.
nat 19s.
Yeah, you just fucking knock him clean out. It's not even like worth pitying. It's just an elbow to the skull, and he is just flat. His glasses are like broken and like in his face, and he's like,
You fucking
yeah,
You killed Jeff.
yeah.
Fuck yeah, that's how it's fucking done!
The god of the sky is like, woo! And then he turns to Elor, and she's just like,
I'm running
He's
into
like,
the middle of the
"Yeah."
ring and just showboating like fuck, completely ignoring about what they said about winning with grace. I'm doing the exact
yeah.
opposite.
Oh no, you meant more they meant the gods.
Oh,
more
that's
than anything.
fine, that's fine.
Yeah. Theus is like, fuck yes! Suck my ass, Volk, you piece of shit!
Yeah, suck his ass!
He's like, you fucking shit heel little bastard, I hate you! Bob and Jim are like, that was quite the fight, folks. That showboating didn't pay off too early. He got run around and then fucking beat on. And he's like, did you see the lightning? Oh!
Rage ends, like
Yeah.
subsides.
You guys get like teleported back to your relative god, and like the other orc starts like tending to his wounds and stuff, and like fixing his glasses up,
I'm
and
just running up to Theus and being like, that's what I'm fucking talking about!
Volk sort of like TPs over his like mini little sort of avatar form and just shakes your hand firmly. He just grabs it, doesn't even like give you a chance. He just snatches your hand, he shakes it, and he's like, what a contest!
Fuck yeah! Yeah, that
And
was
then he
cool.
turns to
That was
Theus and he
cool,
looks
I'm
up
pumped.
and he's like, another year of shit. He's like, dickhead. He's like, pick better champions next time. You always go with orcs, you're so predictable. Oh. He just goes back over and just immediately the sort of decorum has fallen to shit because Bax has just been like, "Ah!"
He was born for this.
Oh, yeah.
This is where he belongs.
So yeah, round 1 goes to Bax. Well, Theus technically. So, the woman at the other end of the thing steps forward, the goddess of death, Talcaeus. She's like, very well fought, champion.
Hell yeah, thanks.
We normally go back and forth on this sort of thing, so I will announce the next fight. So, our next up to choose is Hadras, god of the sea. May you step forth, your champion. And he sort of like pushes this like fish man and this squid man forward, and he's like, choose among yourselves. Nope. All right then. they're just completely like can't talk, just big horrible fish monsters.
Imagine the squid's eyes just go.
Yeah. And he goes, I challenge Drek. And he looks straight over at you two.
Oh my god, I need to pee.
Okay, so is that you trying to get out of this round of combat?
No, I'm just saying.
You can go. I'll go first if you want. Go pee.
Yeah, so which one of you wants to go first? You can go and have a pee and
I
we'll...
can.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
I mean, that's one way of choosing.
Yeah. So...
I feel like Lilith would have been like, I'll go
yeah,
first.
Drek is like...
Good luck.
Yeah, Drek is like,
Which
two
way?
champions you see before you. One is... I need to read this, or I'll fuck it up. Thug Chuggerblub. And the other is Chum.
Oh, I'm not talking to him.
Let's hope you get Chum.
I can't even say his name. So
Chum
whatever.
is a
Thug
great
Chuggerblub.
I'm not gonna try.
And Chum. Yeah, so you get like ported to the ring, and opposite you is what you expect to be Thug Chuggerblub, judging by the name, but turns out Chum was the unfortunate one to be paired against, as Chum is put before you.
Oh, he's cool.
Big rainbow.
I love him.
Hang on, let me.
Ugh,
Look at this
nasty-ass
guy.
fish.
So
Look at
he's
this
this
fishy dude.
big,
You gotta wrestle a
horrible
fish.
anglerfish.
He's gonna be slippery.
Lilith is slippery.
For a little.
Oh. So,
And then she can just get out of stuff, but okay.
what is your con modifier?
Is he not, does he not need to be in water?
He's a
Apparently not.
bipedal
Stupid
fish.
fucking fish. What? What am I saying?
What is your con modifier? So like your +1 con,
There, yeah. Plus 2.
+2. Okay, so you get 3
Oh, wonderful. Just exactly what I need.
points.
Free
Yeah.
stamina.
He gets 5.
Oh, he's a tough boy. He's a tough
I'm
fish.
gonna die. It's your fault.
Was it squid?
No,
Fish.
this
Nope.
fucking fish
Anglerfish.
Fish.
with legs.
Turns out Thug Chuggerblub was the squid, and Chum is this big horrible.
See, this is what Ken thinks of
Fish.
3 in the morning.
Look at it, it's got fucking legs. Get back in the sea.
I'm sorry, I needed to urinate.
I feel like Lilith would have been like, I'll do it, I'll go first anyway. She
Yeah.
was
So
just pissed
make
back.
an acrobatics or an athletics roll for me, please. He's gonna go athletics because he's not particularly acrobatic. Oh, you had a 10.
Acrobatics, you roll. Not 19.
Is this
so-
deciding who goes
Yeah.
first?
Yeah, so you get to go first. You choose.
I don't know if
So,
I want to.
well, you can stay still. You can basically just sort of prep your defense, or you can try and get the crowd going. So if you prep your defense, you get +1 to your next defensive roll, but -1 to your next attacking roll. If you hype the crowd, you get the opposite, so +1 to an attack, -1 to a defense. But you don't have to move. You can climb the turnbuckle and wait.
What's a turnbuckle?
So the corners of a ring.
This
You
is what I
basically-
mean. You were all like fucking
All right, so
wrestling nerds,
at the
and I'm
corner
really
of
like
a, I've
None
not
of us
watched
are actually
wrestling
wrestling
properly
nerds.
since I was like 8. I've seen one WrestleMania since then.
No, I know, but your brain soaks information.
Mine doesn't. Mine leeches.
It just holds on to
Comes out of
pointless
your nose.
information.
Oh yeah, entirely so. So you can.
Okay, so she's just
the
gonna
corner.
climb up
You
on
can
the
basically.
corner.
Okay, so that's your bonus action. You can climb up there.
Yeah, and then just kind of be like. That's it.
Okay, cool.
Fuck you,
Respectful.
Yeah, she doesn't even say
Yeah,
anything.
as
She's
you
like,
climb
I'm not
up-
talk to it because it can't speak.
Yeah,
Wait, so the gods are just seeing you just go, I'm going up and just being...
Yeah.
yeah,
see
Hardras
the-
is like, really? Really?
Sorry, you don't
I
fight
Because he
Sorry.
hasn't got opposable thumbs, really?
Do you want to fight in? No, you put us, so you can shut up.
Sorry, you're not
Yes.
gonna get a better show today
Don't
than
trash
what you just
talk
had,
it,
so
God,
like
no,
lower the
please.
expectations, okay?
Yeah, so you two, like, now seeing Lilith just, like, sort of climb up on this turnbuckle and flip off a fish are like, oh, wait, that's Lilith, hold on.
Hey, we know her. Go Lilith!
There's, like, a surprising quiet in the crowd as you just sort of, like, quietly turn around, climb with this buckle and just go... You know, like how a kid flips someone off and they
Yeah.
bring their hand in front of their face for no reason? You just do that and everyone's just like, where's this going?
I was absolutely sure that Messenschmidt was going to be the weirdest part of today.
At this point, I'm just kind of rolling with it. I don't really know what to expect, but
So
yeah.
Thug Chugablub. No, Chum. The other one is Chug Thugablub. No, fuck me. Chum is gonna
Chug Thugablub is when they do a fusion dance.
bounce off this. So he goes 5, 10, 15 for free, and then 20, 25, 30, 35 there.
I am. Thank you.
I'm not looking forward to when I'm wrestling.
then
I've only got a
action.
con of 1.
5.
Oh no.
Can I re-roll my stats real quick?
I mean, you get 2 minimum.
Yeah,
So,
2 is minimum.
yeah.
Yeah,
Two is all I get.
2 is what I would have got anyway.
He's
Yeah.
got 5. Look at him, fucking fish blood.
So yeah, he just basically bounces between the ropes and starts like bouncing towards you a bit. And Bob's like, he's using those ropes well, folks. What's he gonna do with them? That slippery big bastard. What's he gonna do? So that's his turn used up. So now you get to go.
He's
Okay,
actually
so what
within
can I do
range
again?
of a jump.
You can
Yeah, this is
either
what I'm
jump
thinking.
off
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
and make him not only roll a hit, but if it's successful, make him do a dex save. Where if he fails it, you just knock him flat in his ass.
Yeah.
You could even sort of juke him, climb back down and run away. You could get down and strike him, but I mean you're on a top rope.
She's gonna
You're
jump
probably gonna jump.
off and try and like double kick him in the face.
Okay. Okay. Flying double kick.
Yeah.
So make an attack roll, like a regular, as if you're doing like an unarmed strike.
Okay, so this
I think
is
that's
this
where
plus
I'm gonna
5,
come
right?
in, like the con thing. But I'm like my unarmed strikes are fucking
Sorry, yeah.
brutal.
Dirty 20.
Okay, dirty 20 hits. So that's 1 point to his health. Well, his stamina. So you manage to jump, and before he has chance to lift his arms up and react, you've kicked him right in the big dangler, right in the front, and it's just slapped into his head.
Right in his outside jugular.
So now he's gonna make a dex save against 12. Okay, with his modifier bringing it down, that's 13. So he doesn't go down, but he does take a firm kick to the brain.
I think he's cheating, my personal, because he's
got 4 eyes.
slippery.
Now he's gonna try and grapple you, unless you want to move, because you've got some movement left.
How can he grapple you?
He's gonna try and grapple you. He grabs you and you just go
He's
slip.
oily. Yeah, he's slippy. Slippy bastard. How tall is he? Like a lot bigger than me.
Yeah, he counts as large.
I'm
so
gonna
he's
slip
like,
underneath his legs and just go through the other way.
okay, go.
And then
15.
jab him in the fish bum hole.
20. So how much movement have you got?
So
That would be something that
30
to do
feet.
though.
Okay, so that's as far as you can get, but you do go under his legs, and he does the proper comedic like ducks down to try and grab you as you like
And as
come
he's
around the other
looking through
side.
his legs, she's just gonna go.
Keep flipping him off.
It's my turn on the Xbox. Hey, Fishman, you got games on your phone?
Yeah.
Fish
So,
man, you could be number 2,
like,
player 2.
Oh, she's giving him the runaround. What's she gonna do next?
and he just spins, lunges forward, and just puts this big, horrible, slippy, like webbed paw right on top of your head
Oh, it's
and
dirty.
squeezes for a grapple and tries to pull you in, basically. So you need to make either an athletics or an acrobatics check for
That's
me.
it. Get your fishy hands off me.
Get your fish fingers away.
That's a 15 from him.
Ha! 19. Spin,
Okay.
bitch.
So yeah, he goes to grab, he just about clips your head, and you just basically limbo out from under it, like, and just
She's
give him one of these for good luck
she's-
as you're going back. Like,
Yeah, she is fucking acrobatic as well.
so he will, after he does that and misses, he sort of like glances to the crowd and just sees a few of the different competitors around the room sort of being like, you know, oh, that was an ugly miss. So he tries to hype them up, and he's just like, and there's just a really awkward silence, and Theus breaks it by going,
Because he's the only one who understood him.
yeah. Yeah. So he gets a +1 to his attack and minus to his defense for the next attack that he'll try and make. So it's your turn.
Okay, so I've just kind of gone, whoop.
Yeah, you sort
Okay.
of like Neo from the Matrix back under this like horrible big slippy hand.
Okay, she's still got her feather boa.
Yeah.
She's gonna like twirl it up and like whack him in the dangly eye with it.
Okay, yeah, go for it. Fuck it. It's all about the show. Give him one of the woo.
Try again. 18.
Yes.
18. That hits. Yeah.
Okay.
So that is one more point to. So you are now equal on your stamina.
Okay.
You're starting to wear him down a bit. There's just that, like, you managed to tie it up tight enough and whip it just quick enough and, like, flick it back. That right at the end, just, it's essentially like when someone sort of, like, flicks you in a ball and he's like, he's like, oh!
Okay, and then what else
You
can
know
I
better
do?
than Scrim.
So you can either run away or you can hype the crowd, you can prep your defense.
How far can I move?
Your regular 30 feet.
Okay.
But yeah, the feather boa whip, everyone seems to love it. And like Malia, the goddess of the wilds and creatures, is just, she just gives a really polite like clap. And then she realizes that none of the other gods are looking. She's like, woo!
She's gonna go back under his legs again.
Okay, just keep giving him the slip.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's 15 feet.
And
So
then
you've got another 15.
can she bounce off the side? Or
Yeah.
go up on the side again? How far away is it?
10. Yeah, yeah.
There we are.
You're
So
there.
she's back up on the
With
side.
With
And
your
then
bonus. Yeah.
Again, flip
So
him off.
you got up, you jump, you 2-foot him, you slide under him, flip him off, spin round, whip him, back under the legs, back up on top, and now you're like giving it the 2 finger. And he's just spinning on the spot. Yeah, so
Fish.
he
Go up
does
the
spin.
water.
He goes, "Fire." There we go. He's back up in the corner. This time he's going to try and pull you off because he's got like a full thing. So he's going to try and grapple you again. So that's athletics or acrobatics from you. That is an 18.
16.
Okay, so he grabs you, pulls you off, down onto the floor. So you're down here and, well, grappled. Actually, make a dex save for me, because you got pulled off of a rope.
How do I do that?
Yeah, just your dex save.
Nice dex save
Yeah.
throw, yeah?
Yeah, should be pretty good.
11.
Ooh, no, you're prone. So he
It
pulls.
was +7, I rolled 4.
Wow, yeah, he just pulls you off straight onto the floor.
Yeah, it's just
So you are now grappled. He is gonna basically, as his bonus action, prep for his next defensive action to try and prep for when you break out of the grapple. So he gets +1 to that. So before you do
that
anything,
doesn't mean I'm just on the floor.
you're on the floor. Basically, you're in sort of like a headlock.
With
You-
him?
Yeah,
Okay.
you're like sat on your ass with this big horrible fishy arm around your neck, like choking you out.
Okay.
And this like big horrible dangly ball is just like over the front blinding you basically. He's like a fucking bioluminescent piece of shit. So you need to break out from the grapple using your action. So,
So he's using his like glow to just kind of blind you.
yeah. You
So I've
need
rotated
to
3 down to 2, haven't I?
yes.
Okay. Done that.
That was only because you failed the thing and got knocked prone. So you need to make a break grapple, which is you roll your athletics, specifically athletics, and he gets to roll athletics or acrobatics, so he's going to roll his athletics. That is a 14.
9.
Ooh, he's holding on to you. You can't move. That is your turn basically done. Actually, you had an additional one as well, so it was 15. He is, now that he's holding on to you, he's basically just gonna fucking punch you in the head. So that's a strike with advantage.
Punch you in the head.
punch you in a bonce.
Punch you in the head, innit?
Oh, it's a good job he had advantage because that was a natty 1 and a dirty 20. So the opposite ends of the scale. So that is an automatic bonk to your head for 1 damage. So you're on 1 stamina left.
She's gonna be fuming if she loses. I'm just letting you know. Nah, she's gonna be fucking fit. She's gonna kill him. She's gonna find him and kill him.
Just Lilith right
When
down
we
at the
get back to
bottom
the
of the
prime
deepest
plane.
part of the sea. Just like, surprise, motherfucker. This tiny little dagger.
That's the last thing he
And,
sees.
yeah, he's like, you know the Thanos, I don't even know who you are. And then she goes, and he's like, I don't know who you are. Fuck! Kids, run! Swim away! I knew this day would
Every
come.
fish she ever comes across, if he wins, she's just gonna fucking punch her to death.
Just runs to
Punch
the
every
fish
fish.
market and starts drop kicking cod.
Yeah. Even if it's
Fucking-
already dead, she's just gonna stamp on it.
Okay, so you've got to make another grapple break now. He's still holding on to you.
Oh,
He
he's
punched you in
rude.
the head. So that is an athletics check
I
for
think
me,
she'll be
please.
with disadvantage because he's slippy.
Yeah.
I'm not joking.
I concur.
Like, I would probably slip out of there.
She's used to it.
Fishy
He's-
lube.
Yeah.
He's not that lubed, to be fair.
Oh, he is, look at
He's
him.
out of water.
And he's fucking drooling.
Just for athletics. I appreciate the argument, but not this time, unfortunately.
10.
That is a 19. So he's holding on to you. He's just got you grappled. You're starting to go sort of purpley blue, and you're like really tugging at these like sort of scales and gills and shit all over him. And you're like just trying to get some purchase to pull on something, you know.
To be fair, if this eye was just dangling in her, she'd just flick it, wouldn't she?
Is that right?
So,
Is that?
No, it's not his eye. It's just a
Balancing.
bioluminescent ball.
Hmm.
The actual mini, if you look at it, the ball on this it looks like a tiny little squid because the pack that it comes in for
Yeah.
Rumble Slam is called Bait and Switch, where the big one is Switch and Bait is this tiny little octopus. It's fucking awesome. He's got like all these little like knee pads on, like the octopus on each of his limbs. It's class. But yeah, the announcers are like, I don't know if she can hold on much longer. She's going very, very blue.
I'd just
What
like
will
to say
happen
she's
next?
Also good at holding her breath.
She is.
No, she actually is.
She would be. Makes sense.
Oh, I know,
That's
but like,
con mod based, isn't it? Holding your breath.
so he will.
Die because he's not in water. No?
He's actually gonna sacrifice his defensive bonus to hype the crowd as a bonus action. So he's like still holding you under his bicep, and then with his free hand starts like sort of punching the air and going. And like again, only Theus is like, woo, yeah. Even Hardress is like, what the fuck's he saying? So he's gonna make a strike.
Oh dear.
Ooh, that is an 11. That's lower than your AC, isn't it? So he misses and loses his bonus. Oh, he still gets a minus defense, but no attack. So that is his turn.
He seems
You've
quite
got-
lumbering. Like even though
He's
you're on the floor,
he's
he's
getting
like
too cocky.
Yeah. So
For
now
fish.
you can break out. Oh, try and break out of the grapple. You get a +1 because he whiffed his punch. So do your normal athletics check,
Athletics.
but add an additional
I'm
one.
not allowed to use acrobatics.
Not for breaking out of this grapple,
I'm not using
unfortunately.
it.
Oh, he biffed that with an 8 total.
Oh, then fuck for that. I biffed it with a 10.
Oh, that was lucky. So yeah, as he's like going, you do just give him like a firm on that like dangly thing, and he's like, you slip out from under
like she
it.
keeps doing it.
So yeah, you slip out from under his bicep, and you manage to get back up, and you just sort of like, oh, fuck. It's like, oh no, this is bad. Your like color is slowly coming back.
Reminds me of Dragon Ball Abridged, where he's like, "Why does he keep kicking me in the dick?"
Okay.
So it took half your movement to stand up, so you got 15 feet to get away from him, or you can just fucking wail on him.
Yeah, she's pissed. She's gonna, like, with her feather boa, hook it around his leg and try and pull his leg from underneath him.
Cool. I'll count that as a strike. but then I'll make him do a dex save. So roll against his AC, like an unarmed attack.
Not 20.
Ooh, cool. Okay, I will auto fail him on that. So he goes down to 1 and goes prone.
He's down to 1 on his stamina.
Yep.
Are you down to 1?
Yep. So it's his turn, unless you've got a bonus action, so you can either do the hype to get better like aggression, or the prep to get better defense,
Or you can run, isn't it?
yeah, you can run away. You got 15 feet, but
Can you use bonus action to dash? And,
yes, you can. So you can run 45 feet.
It's that as well.
You can try and pull a backs and like out
Yeah,
maneuver
I'm
him.
gonna. How far away is this corner? Like any corner, just a corner.
Okay, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. About 40, 45.
Yeah, just jump up in the corner.
Okay, so you won't be able to climb
That's
on the
fine,
turnbuckle,
that's
but you
fine.
will be able to get up to there. So he's going to spend half of his movement to stand up.
This is so weird.
Yep. So he's stuck there, but he is going to try and take on a more defensive position to get. Actually, it neutralizes his modifier for defense, but gives him a minus attack. 'Cause he was on like a minus defense. Yeah, back over to you. He's now just sort of stuck there,
So if I-
waiting.
So if I climb that, no. If I hang on. So what can I do now?
Yeah, you can climb up and then fucking 2-foot him again.
Yeah, this. No, she's gonna bounce off the side.
Okay.
And like,
Fling yourself at.
Yeah, just like
Yeah.
clothesline him.
yeah, she's just,
Just
going
slap
for it.
the
She's
ball
like,
on the
"Fuck
way
you."
nasty spear.
Yeah, spear his ball.
Okay. So it's just an unarmed strike, yeah?
Yep.
Can't even speak.
Yes, a man
Nine.
strike.
You just like you sort of collide with him, and he just gives you a. He just bounces you back.
Rude.
So you can either run back away, or you can prep your defense.
It'd be funny if you ran away again.
I'm
Just like
thinking
go
she's-
and then just run
Yeah,
again.
she's gonna run away. Like, yeah, but I can move my normal, can't I? 45. So
Yep.
Can I not just
Wait,
run to the side and climb up?
45.
It's dash, yeah.
Oh, right. Oh, well, like over there or this way?
Yeah, over here.
So that's
What's dash W?
Hmm?
What's dash W?
Yeah.
Oh, it's fucking warm. Cool.
Yeah.
So he's you just sort of bounce off him, but then like run away, and he's like, "Fuck!" I'm chasing these people. Fuck. So Bob's like, "Oh, we got another flighty one on our hands." He's gonna have to dash. 5, 10, 15.
Ooh.
Yeah, so he makes it up to you, like pins you in the corner, but he can't do anything.
Okay, I'm gonna climb
Oh wait,
up.
yeah, you can. That was his bonus action. Sorry, my bad. He's just gonna fucking punch you in the head. Or try. He does get a negative attack modifier. Ooh, that is still a 17. What's your AC?
15.
Oof. Bang! Straight in the face. You
Whoa.
like as you turn round to like get ready again, there's already just this fish on top of you, and he's punched you in the head. You are like knocked flat on your ass down to the floor.
But I gotta do my dex save, yeah?
No, you're already like automatically down.
Because he's
Okay.
dropped his stamina to 0.
You what you can do is make a medicine check, and anything 11 or above, you regain 1 stamina, and you like pop up.
Okay.
Is
Well, I have
in
one
is
other
in now
chance,
or
right?
is it?
Now, it is now Lilith's turn.
Oh yeah,
I haven't got another
because that was his
option,
last
so-
bit, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's either that or nothing. Basically, you just automatically fail it, but no point.
Medicine, yeah?
Yeah.
-1.
Oh no.
13?
Yep.
Yeah.
So you are able for the rest of your turn to like stand up and do shit as normal, but on 1 stamina.
Okay. Which I had anyway, so that's fine.
Yep. So
So
half
I'm
your
using my
movement to
half
stand
my
up.
movement to
Yep.
stand up. And then she's just gonna flick him in the eye bollock.
Okay.
Again.
Okay. Yeah, make a attack against his armor class.
20.
It's just He thinks he's got you. He like clubs you to the floor, and there's just that moment where your whole skull is rattling, and the whole crowd goes ooh, as if to be like, oh shit, that fucking hit. And you just get that. Oh, right, no, come on, I can't lose to a fish. Like, not happening. You stand up and just give him a firm. He's just like, he's like rolling on the floor in pain.
Oh, poor guy.
Yeah, so he's gonna make his medicine check. Fails it. He is down. You've got to now pin him basically
Okay.
to like win. He's still
but
stuck
it's
on the
strength
floor.
against strength, isn't it?
Or strength against dex.
Hang on, check my deck.
So as the pinner,
You
you have to
dex.
use.
Yeah,
that's
you use
his
strength,
strength.
and then
That's
he can use strength.
So
or
you
dex.
can use dex to
Okay.
kill
I
him.
wouldn't think he'd be very oh my god, very dexterous.
Doesn't look very dexterous.
No.
He's not. But the good thing, you get to pick what they use.
Oh.
I'm confused. Hang on, why can't I find my strength?
Just find your strength.
It's inside you.
Shut your bum.
It's literally not it. There's none there.
Tack you went there.
What are you after?
Oh, there it is.
Hey,
She got it.
that's your saving throw.
There it
Yeah,
is.
you got it.
Okay.
Okay. So you get to nominate whether he uses his strength or his dex, because he's like
He
knocked
can
out.
use his dex. He can fuck
If,
off.
yeah,
He
if
can
he
use
was
strength. Look
if
at
he
him.
was sort of like alive,
gorilla.
well, if he wasn't reduced to 0 and you knocked him prone and tried to pin him,
Yeah.
then he can choose. But because he's like, you can nominate. So you were using dex, so that's a -2 to his roll.
Good. So do I have to roll now?
That's a
What was
nat
his
20. I'm not joking. He rolled a nat 20 on his defense against the pin.
But if
If you
get
roll a nat 20, it's still in your favor.
Yeah, but I was going to say he's -2 anyway, so he's 18, surely. Even if it isn't nat 20.
No, because nat 20 is a crit
Yeah.
success.
Fuck's sake. So what? Oh, that's not gonna happen. What do I need to do?
you have to roll a nat 20. What
is it?
was it?
Nat 1?
Okay.
Fuck off, really? Oh my god.
What? It was a 14.
All right.
I
was
just
gonna
really slowly went.
She rolled and she went.
Genuinely, if you didn't say anything, I wouldn't have known. That was like a real life sleight of hand nat 20. So yeah, you go to like pin him, and you're lying like sort of trying to get up onto his chest, and you go to like lift the leg, and you're like, what the how do I fucking do this? So you're just sort of like, ugh. And it's like 1, 2, 3, and as he says it, this fish is just like,
You already said it.
You already said
no, it's as the hand comes down.
No, it's
Yeah,
on the chase.
it has to make contact with the mat.
It's on the chase.
It is just the Etin at the side slap in the ring. So yeah,
He doesn't even have to go in. He just.
that was your action to try and pin him. You do still get a bonus action to prep a defense or an attack or whatever.
I'm gonna run away. Back over the other side. Over the other side. Run away.
5, 10.
Well, like opposite then.
Anyway, just somewhere away from him.
That's like your dash
Yeah,
bonus
that's fine.
action. Okay. So yeah,
Yeah,
he's
but is
gonna,
he still not on the floor?
he's still on the floor.
Okay.
Yeah. He's gonna make his medicine check again. Nope, that is a 2 after the modifier. So he's still just unconscious.
Okay. So it's my turn.
Mhm.
Okay, she's gonna run back in.
Bonus action dash. I should lie him down. Okay.
So I gotta grapple him again then.
Yep. Just try and pin him again. Your strength versus his dex. I assume.
Okay,
you
so
want to nominate.
this time she's just gonna go over the eye, over the bollock, and the neck. Like, the, you know, the.
Just pin his eye to the floor.
Yeah, use the bit. She's just gonna hold this bit down on the floor, like, fuck you, eye. So
That's a nat 1 this time.
So what am I gonna do?
Anything but a fucking nat 1.
On
Oh,
red
go on,
bastard?
get
On red bastard.
Get a nat 1.
Nat 20?
Hey, there we go. The duality.
The duality of fish. Yeah, so this fish that's like just been chasing you around and fucking choking you out, he just stays down on the floor. You run back over, you just like frog splash him, you pin his head to the floor, you're like, I don't know which bit to pin! And the Etienne is just like, 1, 2, 3. Everyone erupts into like, whoa again, and Hardrat's
feel
just sort of
like-
like slumps his head in his hands, then looks at the squid, and then looks back at the ring, and then slaps the squid.
I feel like
He's a vengeful
she would have
god.
like pinned it, and then
Drac
at
is
the
like,
same time, she'd just be poking the eye.
Yeah. It's not even an eye. It's just like
Yeah, I
a
know.
glowing
God of
ball.
dark.
It
Darkness
goes
is
to
like-
hurt, so she's just like,
Yeah, he's like happy seething almost. You know, like when a kid gets so like excited that they vibrate and get mad for no reason. That's him right now. He's like,
she's gonna like.
and you're just like, I wish with this guy.
Nah.
Do you know? I was actually gonna say like I don't like him.
So Lilith is gonna like go back up onto the side, like
Well, the
as in-
turnbuckle thing.
Yeah, by him, and just
Right.
go.
I told him it means peace among worlds.
Essentially, that's what she's doing.
All the gods start going like, back at you. Yeah, you get teleported back
Surely
up.
there's a piety point with Theus.
Yeah, gotta be.
Honestly, that's pretty good. Yeah, you get teleported back up with Briarleaf, and Drek again like shrinks his avatar size and just sort of like locks eyes with you for a moment. And he's like, "I'm not going to give you bad dreams for at least a week."
That's a win.
Yeah, honestly, given the shit you guys
Yeah.
have been... No, but he's like,
fucking lovely.
"But I'm not going to. Someone else might." All right. Cool.
I feel like
He's
the
like
way
patting
speaking
himself on the
that.
back, like.
Yeah, this fish is just being like slowly dragged. Like the squid has come down. You can like teleport it in. He's like dragging him off to the side where there's like a bucket of water on the other side of the ring.
Oh, bless
He's like
him.
dragging him, and this Etin gives him like a bucket of water and starts like sponging him down. And then he gets teleported back up to Hardress, who's just, you can just hear him like muttering under his breath something. It's just like this fish clearly doesn't understand because he's muttering in some like deity sort of equivalent of a language, and he's just like Hardress is just like,
Lilith has just stood there like still at them. Just with this really like shitty thing going
yeah,
on
no,
her
like,
face.
you know, instead of like sort of like the horns of the bull, like, and like you pretend to run and then like gore them, she's like,
I can just imagine like Briarleaf going, and then going,
Yeah.
she's not looking.
And she's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry."
I'm so sorry. Stop it.
He won. It's fun, you're allowed. Go, do it now, look, do it. Go on.
so. I'm wondering if we should have a little break before the next
Yeah, sure.
bout, just because it's very warm.
Oh my
Okie
days.
doke.
We shall be back very soon. Hello, we're back.
Oh, punch the table.
Yeah, we are.
Before the break, Vax and Lilith took on an orc and a big fish, respectively, and beat them in a wrestling match on behalf of their...
Respectively, but
I was gonna say-
disrespectfully.
Fuck you,
I would
fish.
say on behalf of their gods, but not necessarily their gods, because Lilith hasn't really ever had any interaction with Drek before,
Just
but the
the-
goths didn't turn
The
up, so...
gods they winded up with.
Yeah, just sort of like dumped upon. So, next, the god of the sky stands up at the sort of the two.
Better not be a
At the
bird,
end.
because that's cheating.
No, he's very much like a Zeus figure in the sense of like a sort of big, grey, bushy beard and wild hair, and in like a sort of very pale blue, almost like icy blue, sort of tunic meets toga getup. Very old school Greek god-looking guy.
Is he as rapey as Zeus?
No.
He's not a rapey.
Nearly.
I feel like we need it together.
Yeah, no, not quite as rapey as Zeus.
Yo, Theus.
Yes.
You know, if like one god challenges another god, and then that god's like, "Well, I challenge this god." Do you get like a three-way match going on? Does that ever happen?
There was one time we turned out into an all-out brawl, and then we tried something where each of our champions would go in after a 30-second countdown, and the last person standing would
That's
win.
fun. That's fun.
There was one time where we got a big cage involved, and then it all burst into flames, and it was all fucking awful.
That's pretty cool.
But no, usually we just sort of try and get on the sort of 1v1 thing. Occasionally, both of our champions will fight at the same time, and that gets fun. But no, it's usually 1v1.
Cool.
Makes things easier and the whole gloating thing afterwards.
Is it Drek? Yes, Drek. Now I thought, do I have to fight again?
No, probably not.
Okay, she just sits down there.
But yeah, the God of the Sky stands up, and he's like, "That was a wonderful match.
Oh no.
I can only applaud the nimbleness and the pure adrenaline of the champion of Drek. So now,
She's just gonna be
Drek.
Why is he Nick Cage in my head?
Yeah.
So now, Drek, you get to. Actually, that sounded more like fucking what's her face.
Oh, what that the one?
the
of
one we
Megan
never remember.
Blonde. Jennifer
Jennifer
Coolidge.
Coolidge.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow. Oh my god. He's like, now, Drek, you get to make your claim, stake your claim in this competition. So Drek turns to you and he goes, this one's going to be fun. And then he goes, Malia, little half sister, you thing. I am sort of fed up with people constantly worshipping you. I won't lie. It stems from jealousy, but more than anything, I just fucking hate you.
I wouldn't shit talk her just yet.
So she goes, oh, that's quite fine, brother. Put forth your champion. And you get teleported into the ring, Jess. And then she goes,
Briley, thank you very much.
no, I'm saying you, because you weren't looking. I pointed at you and then
I
went,
was
Jess.
listening.
Okay.
Briley was listening.
And she goes, clotheslines foes, step forward. And a large crocodile man clotheslines foes.
It's a stupid name.
Allah
That's his
sits in
name?
swamps.
Yeah. The lizard men have very Argonian names here,
That's
so
good.
like,
That's good.
yeah.
What? Hang on
Clotheslines
a minute
foes.
now. Hang on.
Their name is what they do.
He's not made of flesh.
It's one
What?
called Talks with Mouthful.
He's made of scales. He can't come.
That what?
Scales his flag.
First of all, Theus didn't teleport everyone there. He teleported like you guys.
Yeah, and scales his flesh.
He can't.
But yeah,
come.
he's also definitely flesh under this.
It's
Yeah.
But we have
but his scales on top.
we have a big.
Oh, he's cool.
Hang on. Let
It's
me
like a
see.
surface level thing, you know.
Crocodilicus.
Yeah, crocodile man in like a sort of Egyptian.
Nice.
Hang on, Egyptian jewelry
like this
with
dude.
a loincloth.
Shut up.
What's his name?
Clotheslines foes.
I'm putting a gold on the
Like
crocodile
a clothesline
man.
to like.
I hate you. You do this to me every time.
Theus leans down to you and goes,
I've seen this one before. He's rather flighty.
Oh
Hey, Theus, do you want to take a bet?
no.
No.
he's like,
Sure, fuck it, why not?
1 gold on Briarleaf?
I thought he was gonna say the crocodile then.
And he goes, I'll fucking take that any day of the week.
Oh, I'd bet on
Idiot.
crocodile.
I give him the coin, but it is enchanted to smell.
he's like, he obviously because he's in like normal avatar form. No, he just sort of grabs her off you, pockets her, and he goes,
Oh, you did it again. Fucker. He's like, I can't believe that worked twice.
honestly, that's another piety point.
Yeah.
Like he appreciates that.
If I've got the God of Chaos with there,
Yeah, you've literally pranked the God of Chaos using the exact same thing that you've already done. He's like, fucker,
You got me. Ah.
Lilith's gonna shout down to Briarleaf because she can see you're a bit like. She'll be like, Briarleaf.
So, this guy, what's your con modifier?
You can do it.
+3.
Okay, so you have +4.
Nice.
So you have 4, he has 3. So you are actually in a base advantage of stamina.
yeah, I'm the weak link.
That don't mean nothing. That don't mean nothing.
He's quite dexterous though.
I'm still gonna die.
So, at the beginning of this fight, Bob is like, oh, I hope he doesn't crock and roller, that's gonna suck. And then, was it Tim or Jim? Jim is like,
Let's hope he keeps those teeth where we can see them.
So, roll an athletics or an acrobatics check for me, please.
I can't find my alphabet.
My alphabet.
I can't find my alphabet.
Oh, my acrobatics and my oh my god, athletics are the same. So.
Oh, there you go.
Whichever one then. So he has an 11.
Oh. 13.
Oh, okay,
I said
you go
because
first.
I forgot the +5. I was like, oh
you,
no.
You go first. So, again, you can move your regular move speed. You can bonus action dash to move twice that much. You can bonus action climb on a turnbuckle. You can hype the crowd up to give yourself +1 to your next offensive action, -1 to your next defensive action, or vice versa if you prep. You can strike with an action. You can grapple him with an action.
I assume the strike is one of the offensive actions as well, so you can add into your strike.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Attack, strikes, grapples, aerial strikes, and pins are all offensive.
Cool.
Breaking grapples, or what was the other one?
Defending from grapples, I guess.
It's just against your AC in this case.
Okay.
There was something else. When you forced to make dex saves and stuff.
Yeah. Cool.
I will climb on the.
Turnbuckle.
Yes.
Okay. So that's your bonus action. You know, just sort of like crouched on the turnbuckle, ready to go.
Oh, that's my bonus action. Oh, mean.
As an action, you can hype or prep.
But I thought it was a bonus action.
I'm saying you. I said it earlier because.
Oh,
otherwise
you're
it's
changing the rules.
stale.
Like uncle. Okay. I'm gonna kind of try and hype the crowd. I'm gonna put my feather boa around my neck, and then with my tail, I'm just gonna be like. Under the
Okay.
fingers as well.
So you get +1 to your attacks and -1 to your next defense. So the crocodile immediately gets on all fours
Oh.
and starts like
doing
pounding
that.
towards you.
That nasty sprint thing they do.
No.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45 as a bonus action dash.
I do love how quickly crocodiles just give up,
Yeah.
though. They like sprint, and then if you get away, they're like.
Stands up and just basically goes to like punch you. So he. What's your
Oh no.
what's your AC?
I'll tell you after it.
No, what's your AC?
16.
16.
What's outside of this ring? Is it just void? So if you got punched out of the ring, would you just
Can I get punched out of the ring and fall through the map?
No.
Ah.
You,
clip into the map?
there's like a sort of
But I can fall through the
fail
map.
safe.
And then that'd be fine.
They got no clip on.
Ooh, shit. That is a 24 to hit. So that is a strike on you, taking you down to 3 stamina. But
Okay.
that is his turn. So you are now on top of the ropes with a bonus to your
I
attack.
just kind of.
Yeah, he basically just sort of gives you a nasty, like, well, more than anything, sort of like a, you know, the curled fingers, but like open palm, sort of like catches you right in the side of the knee to like try and wobble you. You manage to keep up, but he like caught you with his nail, and you're like,
So if he stood up then.
Ouchie.
yeah.
He stood
So
up
he
now.
came running across, like dashing on all fours, and then he sort of comes up and swipes at you. There's just like a sort of ooh from the crowd.
Can I like.
Theus is like, I hate it when he does that.
Can I like. Can I still jump on him? And like clothesline him? Try and clothesline him?
Fine clothesline, yeah.
Nice.
Clothesline foes, bitches.
So what do I do?
This is clothesline squared. Make.
Well, I'm clothesline mofos.
Yeah. So make your attack roll, but add an additional one. So it's an unarmed strike. What's your bonus on an unarmed strike?
What's my bonus?
Yeah,
What's
plus
my
what to your
hit?
unarmed strike?
Hit is not working. Look.
Oh, yeah, it did go weird
plus
then.
5.
So it's an additional +1, so +6 to whatever you rolled.
Plus 6. 20,
Yeah.
21, 22, 23, 24, 25.
25.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, you just jump and manage to catch him. Like even though he's got the sort of like long, like snout, because he's looking up to like swipe at you, you don't even jump, you just dive down towards him and just like shoulder straight into his throat. There's a moment he's like, ah!
They're like those people who do that with like sharks. You just do that with his nose.
So
Bonk
he's
him,
gonna
yeah.
make an a dex save. Ooh, fucks it. Completely biffs it. You basically just catch him right in the neck, catches him off guard, he gives a sort of and then falls to the floor.
No
So-
one's ready for a next round.
No, he is now flat on the floor and you're stood next to him. That is an automatic damage on him and he's prone. So you now get a bonus action, so you can do like a sort of high prep dash, or you can just get back on the turnbuckle. Just keep jumping and clotheslining him in the throat. They're like, I didn't think this would work, but it's clearly doing so. And he's just like, ah, fuck.
Can I dash?
Yeah.
If I dash, though, I can't go up on the clothes peg, can I?
Clothesline.
It looks like a clothes peg.
Turnbuckle.
No, you can't get on the turnbuckle if
You
you
can't
dash.
get on the
The
clothes peg.
pole.
You can go
get
back on the one you were
clothes
just
peg
on.
You're on though, yeah.
If you're watching, Rob, we're sorry.
Why? Why? Have I ever annoyed him?
No, it's just he watches
He
wrestling.
likes
doesn't
wrestling, doesn't he?
On the clothes peg, Rob.
Clothes peg and washing lines.
Clothes pegs foes is very different.
Yeah.
No.
Oh,
Oh.
thank you.
I
Friends
don't
loves
know
him
what
from
to
the Pleasure
do.
Palace.
Yeah, he's in the swamp part of the Pleasure Palace.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Like, Bri, she's not really a wrestler, so she's gonna
You don't
pass.
say. What the fuck?
What?
You just went, shut the Yeah, you full on charged it up. It was like, shut the fuck up.
She's gonna panic and she's gonna go back up on the iron.
Just keep returning.
This worked, I'll go back here.
Okay.
Wait, is that my bonus action?
Yeah.
Okay, I can't do nothing else.
No.
No. Okay.
So yeah, he's gonna spend off his movement to get back up. And this time he's gonna try and grapple you off it.
Okay.
So that is, you can either use your athletics or acrobatics, but for you it doesn't matter. It's the same. For him, his athletics is worse. That's an 8.
15.
Yep. Misses.
Does it matter which one I done?
No.
They
He
both
is
got the
going
same
to
anyway, ain't they?
prep
Yeah, but I thought I had to do the same.
to give himself a bonus to his next defensive action.
Oh no.
He's prepping.
Also, you used up your bonus attack one. So that's... Oh, actually, he's gonna move 5, 10, 15... Wait, no, we round up. He used half of it rounded up, so it's there. Cool. Your turn. He is in diving range.
Yeah.
What's that mean?
Just
You can-
dive
you can just
off
fucking-
at him.
Aerial attack.
Yeah.
No, like,
You can
Yeah.
reach him from a jump, yeah.
Okay.
like you're diving off a high board, like.
Okay, I'll try that then.
Okay.
Can I try and clothesline him again?
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
keep clotheslining the guy who's
He's
named
called
after clotheslining
Clothesline's
people.
foes, yeah.
Oh. What am I doing?
An arm strike again.
It was plus
Plus
5. wasn't
5.
it?
19.
Yeah, hits. You just fly at him again, and it's just.
He's really embarrassed about the whole thing.
So that's another one of his
-1 to his
stamina.
ego.
They're gonna have to change his name to Get Clothesline by Foes.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a nat 20 on his defense to keep standing though, so he is good on that front.
Well, he took a shot to the neck and stayed.
Yeah, and he just sort of goes stiff. He's like, no,
Not again.
So I got a bonus action now, yeah?
Yep.
I know, like, obviously, you said this off camera, but can I use my swarm as my bonus action and see what comes?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Tiny little crocodiles.
So you dive at him and hit him square in the neck,
It's all
and as you
soft puppets.
do, from the very depths of the void, you just hear. And there's like a weird like
Go back. Sorry.
trill at the end, and even Theus is like, oh shit. And from just out of seemingly nowhere, they sort of like almost like portal in. There are these horrible little like bat-like creatures with incredibly long tails, like forked tails that sort of twist.
Oh, I love them.
No, you don't.
Can
Are
I
they hench and have they got belts?
And knee pads.
They're all carrying little fucking steel chains. They swing past like dink. No, but they have these very pallid, leathery, veiny wings that are all crooked towards the end. But they don't seem to have legs. There's just like these big, long wings, like big, sort of, almost like a crescent radius. And their face is essentially just where the center of their body is sort of shaped like a sausage. There's just this big maw at the end with quite leechy, spiky teeth that it just sort of like gibbers as it goes.
like the
And-
Pokemon?
Oh, like a
Which,
Zubat.
Yeah.
like a
Like a
Zubat,
Zubat,
but
yeah.
infinitely worse and
No
made of like
eyes, just-
skin. And yeah, with these big, long, twisting, sort of tendrily tails, and they all come swarming down. And even the announcers are like, "Everyone, hit the decks!"
Think of Zubat.
But
Yeah.
way grosser.
From Chernobyl.
Well,
Yeah, it's like if Zubat was trapped in a nuclear reactor for aeons, and then thrown into the very darkest reaches of space, and then Lovecraft tried to describe it. It's
but at the moment, they're my
So
baby,
kind of
so
like
I
a
love them.
Zubat.
yeah. But, okay, so yeah, these things come swirling down, and what I will say is that it gives him a -3 to his next attack, and a -1 to his next defense.
And he's blind.
As they just sort of like swarm around him. So he is going to.
Is moving another attack, movement.
No, you.
Fucking hell.
Jesus Christ, yes, got there in the end.
Action.
You've
Or
got.
bonus action.
You've got 10 feet of movement left.
How big is he? Is he a large animal? Or
No, he counts as medium, but he is still. He's quite like tall and slender.
I will move 10 feet away from
Which direction?
him. Towards the.
That side?
Yeah. No.
Well, you pointed there!
Like under his
This
legs.
thing. What's it
The
called?
turnbuckle.
That closed peg.
Climb up
Oh,
the
that's
clothes
the
peg.
clothes peg.
Yeah.
That's the clothes line.
Oh.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, so as these horrible, screechy, like, fucking scrotum bats come flying down and, like, attacking him.
Even Brian Leaf
Doesn't
is like,
have a
what the
scrotum
fuck?
bar.
Yeah, he starts trying to, like, bat them away. But to try and evade them as best as possible, he gets back down on all fours.
Oh no.
And
No.
he's going to use his signature move, where basically he's
I
gonna.
haven't got a signature move.
It's not an actual signature move. It's just a regular grapple,
lie
but
then.
it's just it's flavor. He's hyping the crowd
Don't
with
lie.
It's Flavor Flav, okay?
it.
Bax,
He's
where the
gonna
fuck did you go?
I was thirsty.
he's gonna hype the
Realised
crowd.
I've drunk nothing but caffeine today.
This is like,
What the fuck? How did you just leave? We're in the middle of nowhere. How'd you do that?
I found a crocodile to give me.
He's got contraband.
Just come back with like a big Slurpee cup.
you'll find that there's just
Oh,
like,
why didn't you give me one?
Ah, sorry, man.
the gods are
Tango
just
blast.
the gods are just unaware that there's a dude just selling like Slurpees somewhere.
Slurpees here, come get your
Snack bar
Slurpees.
outside. There's like a concession stand.
Yeah, it's just like a regular door that like leads out of this horrible black void into just like a regular outdoor shopping centre.
Have you like you know on Hercules when they turn back and Pain and Panic are there? They're like
Yeah,
with the sandals.
yeah. It's that.
So he's gonna get down on all fours and try and hype the crowd to negate some of that like negative attack bonus. But now he's on -2 attack and -2 defense. But he is gonna dive at you
Oh, he's still gonna deck me.
at your ankles and make an grapple attempt.
He's a whippersnapper.
That is an 18 on his grapple attempt.
So what do I do?
Athletics or acrobatics to try and slip out.
Oh.
he's got you. So,
Oh, man.
Did anyone take my bet for that 1 gold?
basically he's gonna he's sort of spear tackled your ankles, and as you've dropped, it looks like he's gonna start rolling. So you need to make a grapple check to break out of it. So that's athletics or
it was
break
strength.
grapple. You've got to make an athletics check, and then he gets to decide athletics or acrobatics.
That's not fair.
Well, it doesn't matter for you anyway. They're the same.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, aye.
You had a 15.
Oh, I had a 9.
Fine.
For 9.
Okay, so you're still locked in, and now he's gonna just use his action to spin you. It counts as a strike, so he's rolling
Now
against your armor
that
class.
meme. No, that the Palpatine meme when it's like.
Now he's spinning you on the Z-axis.
Oh. That is gonna be a plus 16 minus 15 to hit.
What are we doing now?
He's attacking you. He's spinning you. What's
He's
your armor
already
class?
attacked me.
No, but he's grappled you. So
That's
wait, no, he gives
that's
advantage. He
his
gives
action.
Did he
advantage.
come towards
No,
you?
this
Did
you trying to break out was your turn.
You didn't tell me that.
Yeah, I did.
It's an action to
I
break
didn't
out.
know. I didn't
Yeah, and you
know
can't
that.
really do anything after that.
Fuck.
Oh, okay. So you had a 15. What's your armor class?
16.
16. Just missed. Even with advantage, he just missed.
See?
It works. Tried and true.
So, with his bonus action, he's going to try and hype the crowd again. He sort of starts like flicking his tail in like a circular motion to sort of signify that he's
How much
putting her in the
stamina
spin.
am I on?
3.
Okay. I went down to 2.
And he's on 3 still. No, he's
No.
on 2.
He's on 1.
Oosh.
Nice.
So he goes plus attack.
He's still gonna
Plus
fucking
defense.
death me, I know he is. I'm gonna win till the end, and then he's
So,
gonna.
Jess, now you need to make a athletics check again as your turn to break up the grapple. You had a 19.
I had a 19.
Roll again. I guess.
Ooh.
No, I think I get to choose.
I was gonna say, actually, I mean, if the defender.
Defender meets it, beats it, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Am I the defender?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because you were trying to break out.
I am.
Yeah.
Haha.
Okay, so yeah, you managed to slip out. You're still prone. Oh, I just realised I haven't even moved these. So he's technically like
I
prone
can't
with
do
you,
it
but
now.
How is he prone?
because he's dived on the floor to start spinning you
Ah. That didn't work out, did it? Right, can I get up, please?
for half your movement. Yeah.
Elbow
You have a
drop
bonus
in.
action.
Yeah, climb up on the side and jump down and hoo-yah!
He's prone,
To the
yeah.
throat.
He's asking for it.
Okay. So that's next turn you're able to, because
Oh.
it was an action.
Ow.
It's an action to break the grapple.
Oh man,
Um.
I don't like this game.
I apologise, I steered you wrong then.
You did.
I'm sorry.
So he's gonna use half of his movement.
If he grapples me again, it's gonna fucking go.
He's
gonna-
just gonna strike you.
Okay.
With
Stupid
an
one.
additional +1. That's a nat 1.
Loses his hand.
You make a strike attack. Just make a regular attack roll, because you go to
What,
like
unarmed?
he goes to swing. Yeah. So it's +5. He goes to swing and biffs it.
12.
That doesn't match his AC, unfortunately. So you sort of go, you give him one of the sort of, just like a parry, oh, fuck. But he just moves ever so slightly out the way. And then he's going to use his bonus action to prep. So he gets +1 to the next defensive action, and -1 to the next offensive action. Your turn.
I'm gonna try and close line him again.
Okay. Because you're so close, it sort of works out as you dive down to grab it, your legs sort of go up and over.
I was gonna say I could take my feather boa off and.
Well, fucking garrote him with it on the way past, like.
Yeah.
Just take his head off.
Just,
What am I doing?
regular attack roll.
13, 14.
What are you doing?
17.
Hits.
Woo!
So that is him down to 0 stamina, so he is basically knocked
pinnable.
out on the floor. So you knock him, you jump with him, you've got a bonus action.
Oh man.
Bite him.
With his teeth.
I got a pain in my arm again. Ref!
She's faking him out.
So I can't pin him, no?
Not yet.
You can hype, isn't it?
What does prep do?
You get +1 to your next defensive action and -1 to your next offensive action.
What does that mean?
Pinning is offensive, so you want to buff that.
I want to buff it, so I don't want to
Realistically.
prep.
No, you want to hype, if anything.
No, I'd be too cocky if I hype. Cause he'll deck me. Yeah, I will. I'll have the feather boa and I'll kind of do this.
Okay, so you have +1 to your attack.
Before you garrote into it.
What if it's gonna start a Mexican wave? Even if she's just
I see you doing this and I'd like wait, like time it in my head and then I go.
It's like, what the fuck are you doing?
I'm like pointing over at Lilith.
What's this? Is this some sort of stupid custom I've not gotten onto yet?
You just gotta wait until the guy before you does it, and then you go away, and it kind of goes around the hole.
Oh, I see.
I'm getting nervous.
Try and get one going
Cool.
with all the gods. That'd be crazy.
pretty
Look around.
chaotic.
Yeah, he's like, look around. Do you really think these bastards will do anything?
Lilith is still just.
Yeah, they're definitely
The squid is just doing this naturally.
to try and be like reverse psychology when Thea says that. I'd be like, yes, they sound too uptight to try something like that.
He's like, you realize they could just remove you from the universe, yes?
That would be really uptight of them.
I feel like none of these gods know how to have any fun.
It's like, will you two shut up?
And I go,
Don't make me slap you.
Okay, yeah, so you... that's your turn, so on his he's gonna make a medicine check. Biffs it, he's still down, it's over to you.
So I can pin him now?
You can pin him.
Won't pin him.
What am I pinning him? How do I
So
pin him?
you choose... you use your strength, and you can choose whether he uses strength or dex.
So I use my strength.
You use your strength, but then you get to choose, does he try and counter you with strength or dex?
Oh!
+1.
5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, I had an 8, and I want him to do strength.
He had an 11.
Bollocks!
So yeah, he kicks up, and there's just
Yeah.
that like full ripple motion in his body, and then like he sort of starts it with his tail, so he pushes his tail up, and then sort of does like a reverse worm. Oh, yeah,
like he's still knackered, but
yeah, he's still down and out, but that was a pin. You didn't add the 1 to it, so that would have been 9 anyway, but which would have unfortunately failed.
Rub it in even more.
You can try and hype again, or you can just take a flat thing, because at the moment you're on -2 on a defensive roll, so if you hype again it'll be a -3 on a defensive roll. But at the moment you can't do anything to force you to do a defensive.
Do it.
Do it. Do it.
I don't know what to do.
imagine
I
Palpatine
want
as
a
well.
bonus action.
Do it.
Do it.
Yeah,
Oi.
you can hype if you
Anakin.
want
I call
Do
my
it.
that.
Do it, son.
to. Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, so
Have
that
it.
gives
Oh,
him
Anakin.
a debuff. Okay, so on his medicine check, fucks it again. He's back to you. He's still just laying there out for the count.
Go on.
Oh,
What was it?
9.
Oh.
Strength.
Okay, so it's his strength, but he does have a debuff now. Ooh, that's an 8!
Oh!
The debuff worked! You beat him! The Etins slaps the edge, and you manage to... He's just so dazed out of it, and like his throat is so swollen up where you've just dived into it twice. He's just lying there, almost looks like he's in anaphylactic
Oh,
shock.
poor
To the
guy.
point where Bob is like, will someone please check on our cold-blooded friend? We are unsure whether he's breathing. We'll be back with you after this. Then like this like little paramedics run in. There's like these sort of magical sort of light-based halflings that
What
run
did
in
you
and
say
like.
then?
Pair of medics, not
Paramedics.
paramedics.
Not paramedics.
Yeah,
You said it really weird. I was
Paramedics?
like,
No, pair of
Paramedics run in.
No, pair of these like little halflings made of pure light energy run in and like pick him up on a stretcher and like just glide him away and take him back to his god. Marley attends to his wounds because like his throat was fucked. Like you proper bruised and made his throat swell. But you just dived at it repeatedly. You go back and Drax
just
like,
kept going for the throat.
nicely done. Congratulations. And thank you. I've been hoping to lord it over that pompous bitch for aeons.
Is he alright?
Oh, he'll be fine. It's very ironic though, yes.
Again,
Realize
I wait
his
for the
name
time
is
and then I go,
Clothesline's foes. And all you did was clothesline him. That was a nice touch.
Yeah, I got it.
Good job.
Thanks.
It's at this point that Telkea steps forward again. And I don't remember what voice I did for her.
it was kind of like that.
Yeah, that'll do then. She steps forward and immediately is like, I have had enough of this farce. Do none of you admit that these newcomers have the stench of the old gods on them? And she teleports Scarius down into the ring because it was sort of like the last remaining one. And she teleports her avatar down into the ring.
Okay.
And she looks at
Her
you.
avatar. Okay.
Yeah, you are face to face with a goddess of death. She looks you straight in your eyes, and when you sort of lock eyes with her, you just feel this sickeningly deep void open inside you, like your soul is suddenly gone. You're like, oh fuck. And she's like, do none of you admit? Do none of you see what Theus has brought upon us? This old god plague? Do you not sense it about them? And the god of the sky is like, now, Telkeus, please calm down. She's like, I've had enough of you and my sister lording it over me. Holding it over me that you, sister, you betrayed me and broke my heart. I've had enough. I'm sick of this pathetic game that we play, where we don't fight. Oh no. Why would we? We nominate champions, but you, God of Chaos, you spit in our faces. And Telkeus lifts her hand up, and it goes ashen and like grey, and there's almost like the effect of like a black hole around it, where there's actually almost like an event horizon around her hand. And she raises it, and she goes to thrust it towards you, when Barnell, Theus' wife, slams down in front of you between you and Telkeus with this fuck off massive tower shield.
I don't
made
have any of
like,
my weapons, do I?
No. You're just sort of like, oh shit! But this very beastly woman slams down in front of you.
I'm just tapping Theus, going, get me down there, get me down there, get me down
He's
there.
like, wait. I want to see where this goes.
Pretty chaotic if you send us in.
And like I said, she has this very like big wiggy like sort of bouffant of golden hair, and there's almost as if for dramatic effect it starts like flowing in the wind, even though you're just like in a void with no wind at all, and there's just this huge thunderous roar that comes from her. She's like, you may be executioner, but you are not judge nor jury, Telkeus. And she lifts this huge hammer, like the hammer of justice.
Nice.
And as she and he goes, pretty good, as she brings it down, everything just stops, just freezes. And in the top, or like above the ring, comes down an additional light, pure creation magic, the sort of origin god, the new god that created all the others, just descends upon the ring, and there's a ripple that comes out from it very slowly to begin with, where you can almost see time and space bending around this ripple. And all of you are sort of like aware of what's going on. You have your senses, but you're unable to move, and it almost feels like you're trapped in a moment. And Talcaeus and Banel are cast back to their like sort of sections then. Oh,
Well,
kiss one tight.
Oh, there we go.
Bless you. Thanks.
which?
And this
You
ripple,
fucking lefty.
this ripple comes back in towards this light, and it just reascends. And the god of, like the two that descended on the rink, they seem like they can't move or speak or anything. Their larger avatars are just stuck, frozen. And Theus is like,
Is it wrong of me to prefer her when she's quiet like this?
but the god of the sky, he's like, well, that was something new. We've not had intervention from the one before. I don't really know what to do now.
Woo!
And he's like, yes, woo. Ilor? And she's like, just that moment, like, don't look at me. And he's like, okay, well, it was Talcaeus' turn to take a pick. So while she's sort of stuck, I guess Theus' other champion and her champion shall fight? Sure. Why not? It's like, at this point, you realize these new gods are like, you've realized it before, but they really are pathetic. It just seems they're all winging it. They've never really got a plan. They're just these all-powerful, petulant children that just fuck up more things than they don't, honestly. And you can see the dysfunction in the sort of sub-families, and the fact that, this one true, like, new god had to descend to basically be like, now, children, stop it, and then just disappear. And then none of them acknowledge it really. It really is just the most dysfunctional pile of shit you've ever seen. And you're like, they settle the differences with wrestling, for God's sake. Like, how are people worshipping these? But they teleport you down, Scarius. And the champion of Talcaeus is teleported down. And it is this pathetically small, haggard, almost like mummified looking creature that just shambles towards you. And you literally just give it like a on the head, and it just collapses to dust. And they're like, and at this point, Talcaeus and Bunel sort of like come to. But there's a fear in both of their eyes, as if they've sort of like, they're like, uh-oh. But Talcaeus is like, she looks around, she locks eyes with Theus and grins, and he's like, uh-oh. And she summons from this like pile of dust. Well, see for yourself. Where are you? You are here. And you sort of like walk to meet this creature. And from the pile of dust,
Oh no.
a large, sort of shambling mound of bones and bits.
He's cool.
Yeah. And Talcaeus disappears, leaving this so-called champion here with you. At this point, Theus is like,
Baxter, get in there.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Theus, you're us.
Yeah, get me in.
possibly.
Theus!
So yeah, you were teleported into here,
We're just gonna
and then he claps his hands in your one in each hand, efficiency and the horn of the mother.
Excellent.
You've
Nice.
got your big hammer.
Yeah!
All of the gods sort of like take a step back and are like, alright, we're out, fuck this. And most of them teleport away, including Drek. He's like, you're on your own, girls.
Motherfucker.
He's gone. You've still got his mask.
You worship that. Not anymore, I don't.
And the mask goes poof. No, you've still got the mask. The only three remaining, sorry, are Theus, because why wouldn't he want to see what goes down? Elisek, the god of the sky, and Caravas. And Elisek is like, champions, you leave now. And he claps his hands, and all the champions except for the four of you just disappear. And Theus is like, old god magic, eh? Yes. And then he looks over to the two of you and ports you in
Nice.
behind.
Thank you. Fucking last.
And Caravas goes, Father.
Father!
He goes, how did you find these mortals? Bear in mind the sort of the four of you and this creature are just at like a sort of Mexican standoff at the moment. He's like, I don't know, I just sort of fucking bumped into them in my own realm. And he's like, I wish to question all of you when we are done. And then he turns into this big, like, sort of projection of a raven and just launches up into the void and disappears. And Theus is like, roll initiative then!
Okay.
Okay, let me
Right. Nice.
write out the
could've
stat
been
block of
worse.
this thing real quick.
I don't like this.
I don't like her.
I don't like it.
That definitely could have been worse.
Oh dear.
Yeah, same.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Oh
I
dear.
don't like him. He's like a big pile of rubbish.
Nah, he's cool. He's a cool guy.
No, he's not.
He's a cool guy.
You
Look
have
at
to
him.
break his bones with your hammer, okay? I don't even think they're his, but just break them.
Hammer smash bro pretty good. So
Yeah. So, obviously, as you guys know, with the sort of... Well, I say as obviously as you know, you really have figured out at this point, now that you've just been abandoned, basically, by all of the new gods, and Telchaos was allowed to just sort of get away with what she wanted, and the fact that she was able to just summon this thing, and everyone was like, oh, okay, no, this isn't wrestling anymore.
Too far by.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it really is like, what the hell is going on with these gods? Like, how did any of them become deities in the first place? It really is reinforced now. So, initiative-wise, what did anyone get more than 20?
Yes.
What did you get?
21.
Scarius, 21. 15 to 20?
19.
I forgot. 13 and 17, yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
Jess, what did you get? Okay.
I don't like it that Theus transported me, so I'm out in. I don't like him.
Lilith.
You would have rather have just walked.
Yeah. I would have if it meant not sucking it up to Theus.
Yeah.
Ah, what's wrong with him? T-man?
Oh, I hate him.
Team.
Big man T?
Oh.
Relief. What did you say, 7?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, did Gonk and Paprika appear?
Unfortunately not.
Ooh,
Just the weapons.
okay.
I'm assuming our weapons are there too.
Yes. When Theus sort of is like, off you go, he's like, I should probably arm them.
Is he still you?
Yeah, he's sort of just... He's in the turn order, but he is sort of taking a laid-back approach to see what's going on. Because you could see when Telchaos looked at him and, like, winked after mentioning...
Telchaos' his daughter?
No.
Oh.
Just Theus.
Oh, just Theus, yeah.
So when she sort of gave him a wink and summoned this creature, just after talking about like the influence of the old gods on you lot, suddenly you can see like even just passive insight, you can see a mild curiosity meets worry in his eyes, where he's like, who the fuck are you guys? Like you stumbled into my world. and now I've like yoinked you to a wrestling contest, but like, what the fuck's going on? So first is Scarius.
Scarius just walks up, just literally saunters up to this thing, like, finally I wanted to kill something today.
Woo.
Sassy pants today.
So that's the first hit, first attack misses, but I'm going to do Flurry of Blows.
Okay. What did you roll anyway, just out of curiosity?
11.
Yeah, it does miss.
What?
What?
It's just the way you done that then. What did you roll just out of curiosity?
You make me remember number. Fuck you.
Oh, my response was, oh, yeah, I get
Oh,
it. Yeah. Okay. That is 17.
Hits.
And so only one hit.
Okay.
And it's an unarmed strike, I guess. Oh no, because my efficiency is technically a monk weapon, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, but you can't. No, you can't use that for flurry blows, though, can you? So it's
No,
gotta
it's
be
like
unarmed.
kicks and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll flavor it like I swung, didn't get anything, so I just foot to the chest,
Well, good luck. You'd have to do a proper jump kick.
foot to the knee,
Yeah, that's what I get.
and I still have to like get my foot up like there.
Okay, so that's how many bludgeoning?
6 bludgeoning damage.
Okay, yeah, you like kick her in the knee, and like flakes of these bone like chip off, and it sort of drops slightly and grumbles. Like clearly it can't speak, but there is some sort of vibration coming from deep within it to signify like pain.
That's really sad. Like, obviously, I want to kill it, but it's really sad.
I will crush it with impunity, but I'm also very sad about it.
The duality of Jess.
Okay, is that you?
Yeah.
Baxter.
Okay. Hammer up, running in.
Yep.
I'm gonna try and go. Let me see. 1, 2, 10 feet there. As I get to that point,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna rage.
Yep.
I'm going to, as that happens, activate the storm aura.
Yep.
So lightning comes flying out towards him,
Dex save, right?
and it is a dex save. Yeah.
That is a 3.
Cool. He's gonna take full damage from this. It's only a d6, but 2 damage.
Cool.
2 lightning damage. And then I'll continue my run in here,
Mm-hmm.
like jumping through the lightning towards him, and I'm going to go for let's go for a reckless attack. Why not? Go straight in with them all. Reckless attack. Dirty 20 to hit.
Yep, hits.
Okay. And where are my other d6s?
Which side of the hammer are you using?
I'm going to go for the... Let's... Did it look like the lightning damage affected him?
It looked effective enough. It didn't look like it
Like
did
it
nothing.
didn't. Okay, I'll stick with the lightning then. Keep it on
Cool.
team. Let's go. So, that is going to be 5, 6, 7, 13, 15. So 15 bludgeoning damage and an extra 1 lightning damage.
Jesus, okay.
What is that all together? Jesus.
16 damage total on my first attack.
And my first attack.
And I get to hit him again.
Oh, biff him.
Go for it.
I will continue to run.
Yeah, the hammer, as you like crack it down onto these bones, the shockwave that goes through these bones and makes them like rattle, it seems like it is slapping him.
Nice. I'll take another step there, and then swing around and go for his back with another reckless attack.
Nice.
And we got a 17 to hit.
Hits.
Nice. Cool. I think that was exactly the same.
Same, yeah.
Yeah, same
Oh,
thing
same
again.
dice as well.
15 bludgeon damage and another 1 lightning damage. And I'm gonna stay there.
If you guys could see the numbers going on back here right now. Like, there's really no
34
point in trying to
damage
track
in a row.
health. It ain't going to do shit.
34 damage in a round.
Yeah.
And the rest.
Oh, is he? Ooh, that sounds like he might be weak to bludgeoning damage. Right. Okay, that's me.
Cool. Lilith. You're up.
Okay. She's gonna run in behind him so that she's flanking,
Mm-hmm.
and
So that's a +2 to hit.
remind me with my daggers. I get one.
One regular like attack with the rapier, and then you can jab twice with the
The
offhand.
daggers.
Yeah. So one regular attack with my rapier. Do that first. Hang on.
Which obviously, for anyone watching at home who hasn't kept up to date, both homebrew rules the fact that it's like rapier and an offhand and, you know, 2
It's
bonus
kind of like
actions.
the Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah, the Thief Rogue bonus action.
Because you're a thief.
A thief.
Fiefin.
Thief.
Bloody thief.
18.
18 to hit.
Mhm.
Hits.
Oh, see now, always why. This
Always
isn't it?
why.
This, yes. And then +4, right? Yeah?
Yeah.
Why am I so confused today? 11.
11 damage.
Mhm.
Okay.
Now I can do my sneak attack.
As you do make like a strike, it sort of like goes ting and like sort of bends off the bone slightly. So like you did hit it, but it just doesn't really seem to be doing much at all.
Fuck's sake. Okay. Okay. Hang on. Like that was very obvious that it wasn't doing anything then.
Yeah, there was just like a sort of swinging a weapon too big in Dark Souls kind of thing where you're like ding off the wall as you like, you know, swung at the
Okay.
fucking I hate dinking with a great sword in Dark Souls 1.
In which
Oh,
case,
fuming.
she's
That fucking rat in and like on the way up to Undeadburg and you just like dink.
so
The real BBEG.
even
Yeah.
though I
Red.
where is it? Where is it?
I think that's why I
Rats
go
drop
for-
humanity.
I think that's why I go for stabby weapons, just because I can't stand the dink.
Bleed build every time.
Okay, well I can still do my sneak attack because I've hit it.
Mm-hmm.
So I can do 3d6, right? So 2d6 first. 10,
Nice.
15.
Does it go off the damage type of the weapon?
Yes, I think. sneak
Okay, so
attacks.
it's
I don't
15.
know, it just says
additional-
special.
Yeah.
Once
it's-
per turn you can deal an extra d... Yeah.
Okay.
extra damage. It doesn't specify
No.
the type, so it'd be the same. as
With a
the-
finesse or
same as the
ranged
weapon.
weapon,
Yep.
yeah.
Cool. So Yeah.
Okay. But that was very obvious that it didn't... Okay. She is gonna boot it. She's gonna try and kick it
cool. Hold on. Sorry.
instead. Didn't work. Stabbing. Let's just kick.
So what? No. So this would be your third strike now, would it? Or the second strike?
Second.
Second.
So the first one was like, that didn't
Yeah.
quite.
Dink, and it's just like it sort of sends a shock down your wrist. You're like, that didn't feel good. Like it seemed to absorb a poke very well
18.
to hit on the dagger. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
And it's 3 bludgeoning damage.
Oh, you doing it with a kick? Are you said?
Mhm.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Oh, nice. Okay.
If it's not gonna work, and it's just gonna blunt my stuff. She's just gonna kick it.
Yeah. With I will say as well, with stuff like most like sword-based weapons, you can choose as you strike whether it's a piercing or a slashing. So I've never understood why short sword slashing damage. Yeah, it's got a fucking
Yeah.
pointy tip on it, sunshine.
You can
Or it's like dagger. It's like only piercing or only slashing. Well, like
If you've got a saber, you can hit to the other side, and it's really nasty bludgeoning
Yeah.
damage. at that
Yeah.
point.
but yeah, I've never understood you're limited to slashing on. A
I
sword.
love having
Oh,
a,
fuck
little,
that
a
poke.
little more versatility
Yeah.
like that. I think it's much
Could-
nicer.
Have I got a bonus action? Not now, but in general. How many bonus actions have I got?
2.
So I got another bonus action. So if I was to take out my crowbar instead, can I use that as a weapon?
Okay.
I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
I don't know how I'm gonna do it because I don't understand.
So that'll be an improv weapon. So what was that, like 1d4 plus your strength modifier?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ. D4 plus strength. which is whatever.
That's pretty good though. Bludgeoning
Yeah.
damage.
Let me have a look. Let me have a look.
Lucky
I think it's
evening.
2, right?
There's something I've stolen from Pathfinder actually. They've got cane swords,
Nice.
where not only do you get to use the sword in your main hand, but
You can use the.
the sheath, the actual like outer part of the cane, you can use it like you would use a shield. So you can use an action, some of your AP to get like +2 to your defense,
To block. That's
and you can use it as a 1d4 bludgeoning weapon,
I like
which
that.
is fucking
That's
cool. So I've written that into a different D&D game that me and a few friends are running, where the character has got just like basically a rapier and then like a sort of shield that he can
That's
bring up as like a
fun.
reaction,
I like
or like
that.
bonk with a bonus. Is cool.
Okay, so she just put stuff away and pulled out.
Yeah, so she's
crowbar
just
instead,
so you've now
essentially.
got the crowbar and the dagger, I'll say. So you like stow you sort of just like stow the main, whip the crowbar off the back of the sort of satchel.
It still stinks of stinky people. Oh no, we washed it.
Yeah. So
After-
what's your strength modifier anyway?
2.
Oh, bloody hell, 1d4 plus 2 is pretty fucking solid. So yeah, I'll say as a bonus action, you've swapped your primary. Then it's actually Theus in the turn order. And he's very intrigued by this whole thing. And he brings his avatar down into the ring. Actually, have I got his...
Jeez.
Hang on, I think I may have got his mini here somewhere. Just so we get an accurate representation. Have I got him? Oh yeah, I do. Sick. He teleports to the turnbuckle. Because of course he would.
Of course.
And
The Paul's peg.
Yep.
he's very... Like, as he sort of appears there in this flurry of black and red flame that twists up, there's a very devilish grin on his face. Where there's like a cheeky bit of intrigue. And he raises this ball in his hand of pure chaos energy, like black and red swirling. And he throws it at the floor. And what I'm gonna do is take a few of these, black and red.
So, can I just ask, sorry, how many of my bonus actions did I use then? 2?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just wondering how many. So I normally got 2. I need to remember.
Write it down.
2. Just write 2 down with no
He
context.
basically creates these like pockets of chaos magic, almost like little chaos landmines on the floor. And he's grinning as he does so. So next
Sick.
is the
What are the red ones?
monster.
What are the red ones?
Oh, they're just raging.
Ah.
But it like they're just to signify that
Oh,
there's
right.
something there. So there's red and there's black.
Oh.
What they actually do is irrelevant on the actual thing.
Yeah.
Can I rage and I go in there?
No.
Oh.
I'm just regardless of what it says on them, I just want to represent like
There's
you know
something
these
there.
little
There's something
areas
there.
of like don't tread on me.
Yeah.
Or
Oh,
maybe
I
he's got a
can't-
chaos.
I
Who
can't-
knows?
I can't do them in video games.
Maybe you'll be fine.
I just walk straight up
He's
to
not
him.
trying to help us, he's just trying to make things crazy.
You could be trying to
That's
help.
what he's
You
doing.
don't know. Got a chaos. It could be cool.
Bit of both.
You could step on it and your
Definitely a
balls
bit of
grow
both.
6 sizes. Who knows?
There's tricks and treats.
Tricky treats.
So next is the creature's turn.
How dare you?
And already,
turn.
like, a lot of the skulls on the front of this thing are, like, cracked, and there's, like, jawbones that have fallen off, and, you know, this mass of bones is already looking like you've done some serious damage to it. So, he is going to hit the 3 of you except for Briarleaf with basically, like, a sort of ground slam.
Oh,
So I need each of you to make a
Stomped
dex
it.
save for me, please.
okay, I got advantage on these. Come on, yes. Yeah,
Luckily,
baby.
you're all pretty dexterous.
21.
22.
21.
Fucking hell. Yeah, you all manage it. You don't get knocked prone, but you do take half damage.
I don't get knocked prone. I get up again.
Ooh. Halved. That is 7 bludgeoning damage.
It's gonna be 4 for me. So I've got resistance. Right,
And does he get it back? Yes, he does. So that's 1.
Did that not hurt his bony hands?
No.
He's like,
It's a wrestling ring.
Yeah, it basically sends like a ripple outwards, and like the ring generally does do this, and you guys are like launched up. You do manage to sort of catch it, but it's just that initial shock through your legs and up your spine. You're like, oh fuck! Ooh. You know when like as a kid you like bounced off a trampoline or a bouncy castle onto your ass, and you're like, ah! You start seeing God.
Or even if you just
God,
do a big
yes.
bounce just onto concrete and land on your feet, even it's like, oh.
Yeah, you don't
I'm so used to
really
things being
expect the shock.
springy.
Yeah, it's that, but it's just
Jump
gone
off
up
a
through your
swing.
knees. You're like, oh God.
Is that Theus on the side there?
Yes.
Yeah.
So he's gonna slap Scarius in the face.
Oh, well, actually, like bitch slap him.
Basically, just open palm, like.
Yes.
No, the monster.
Yeah, Theus is just gonna come over
I
and
was gonna
slap me
say
for
that
no
was
reason.
random.
He is the random god.
Chaos.
That's gonna
bitches.
be 15 to hit.
Miss.
Okay. And then basically just try and like push you instead of
Right.
like strike you. So roll an athletics or an acrobatics, please.
Okay.
Ooh, that's 22. This is a strong creature.
21.
Ooh. 21.
Pushes you onto this ring. You aren't blinded, but you do trigger this thing.
Oh dear.
It sort of just bursts around you in this like black chaos flame.
Oh god.
Let's have a
And
look
I
here.
instantly level up.
Okay,
What do you
hang on.
Oh no, he's rolling for
Danger.
things.
Hold on.
None of that.
I added up, but it disappeared.
Not that.
Oh, come on.
I'm rolling tables on me.
No tables. Kabonk. Hey, there's Kablonk. Kablank. Now.
Can't do it here, it's banned.
Oh, it'd be pretty bad if he could plunk you, though, wouldn't it? Just
Yeah.
like a big fucking rock traveling at Mach 4 strikes you in the balls.
Rocks fall.
Scariest dice.
Fall be Christ. No, I don't want a physics table. What the fuck? It's actually telling me, like, I found a random effects table, but it died. So now it's fucking, it brought up, like, this thing, how to calculate, like, randomness, but just in this huge thing. But it was randomness in temperature of something. Prove your humanity. Select bridges. Do I really?
Oh, capture. Come on.
I am not a robot. Okay,
He's
so
lying. He does all the bot stuff.
Ooh. Over the next over the next day, you appear to age 10 years. But come 24 hours from now, you revert back to normal.
Ah,
So I just.
But immediately you start to like age slightly. Like you start getting more greys along the side, and your beard starts to get more grey.
Yeah,
in it,
like real life.
and like your skin like pales out, and you were just like, ooh.
oh god, he sped up
Thing is, the
time!
horns start growing more as well. You're getting like full on like 10 years worth of horn growth in a day.
Nice.
So they are getting already like out of
So
control.
Scarius is
physically
looking
moving in
sexy.
front of you.
Silver Fox.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was the random effect that you just got pushed into this thing. There's like this black explosion around you, and you're like, ah! And then you look down and your nails are growing. You're like, what the fuck? Okay. It is gonna
That's
move.
lucky that didn't happen to Shadwick. He would just be dust. Just,
Lilith, I need you to make a strength saving throw for me, please.
oh, thank you.
Chadwick just turns into an urn.
Oh, fucking hell.
9.
It won't be weird as if he actually started looking like a sort of 30-odd-year-old. Turns out he's in his 20s and just munted.
I had
Was it
9.
9? Yeah, you get fucking sent flying over here.
He's just been a software engineer. For
I
a
would
while.
like to use my reaction to make an attack of
I was going
opportunity,
to say,
please.
By
should
all
even
means
I
do.
making a reaction?
You could have if you passed the check.
Well, that was
Let
stupid.
He just barges through you.
Do I, during this turn... Okay, Reckless Attack is not still active, so it's just a normal roll. But... Oh, okay. Okay, that's a 22 to
Hits.
Oh,
Okay, 4, 9, 10, 11. Okay, 11 bludgeoning damage and an extra 1 lightning damage.
Okay.
This does sound very Theus, doesn't it?
Mm.
Cool. So yeah, that is its turn. Briley, if you're up. This creature is now on top of you. It just came bounding towards you. You saw it like pimp slap Scarius, and he suddenly starts getting old. It barges through Lilith and sends her flying on her back, and now it's just bounding towards you.
You're saying he came bounding over.
I came bounding.
It's one of my favourite videos.
So I don't really like.
And the
No.
wife just like...
I was gonna call
Next to
the orc creature the bulk bogan, but I was gonna have I'm a real Australian, but then I was like Australia isn't in my world, but that would be good.
Yeah.
Everything
I'm
I have
a
is
real
piercing.
Australian.
And that wasn't the one that was doing nothing, wasn't it?
It was, yeah. That's the one that bounced off.
Bounce him in the bonds with a punch.
You haven't tested slash damage, and you can always do unarmed strikes.
Can I do slash damage with the sword then? Because it
Yeah.
says piercing.
I haven't tried hurting his
No, I'm
feelings
saying
either.
with swords you can choose piercing or slashing.
I haven't tried what?
Hurting his
There's a
feelings.
house
But yeah,
full
Jess,
of-
your bow lightsaber things, you can slash with them.
Or feeding him peanuts, he might be allergic.
Yeah?
Honestly, I thought you said penis. Like,
Yeah.
not penis, but
Might be
peanut.
allergic.
Also, try it. Why
Okay.
not?
I'm in range with him, yeah?
Twist his dick! Yeah.
Can
Roll
focus.
I am. Yeah.
I got itchy hands.
I am going to try and cast Primal Savagery.
Cool.
Oh, the bollock bats are going to be back now.
What?
The bollock bats. Punk band name.
Scrot bats.
Scrap.
That's a punk band, definitely.
We are the Scrot bats. This song is called The Queen is a Lizard.
17 to hit.
It's
Where's my D10, Scarius?
spinning top.
Yeah.
This thing.
This one?
In and tab.
Yeah, you can use that one, but there's
That's the one with the zeros on
this
it.
one.
When you say spinning top, I have no fucking idea what
Yeah,
this thing,
it
right?
kind of looks like a spinning
Yeah.
top.
This one.
Yeah.
Yeah, but also that kind of looks like a spinning top. Diamond
Okay.
spinning top.
Kind of.
No,
See what I mean?
You
Whee!
can't spin that.
You can. Whee!
16 acid damage.
Very nice.
Did
Yes.
that do anything to
Teeth or claws?
Claws.
Claws. Yeah. It.
I'm
Yeah.
not gonna
Seemed.
bite
It seemed pretty normal
Ooh.
damage. You just sort of,
You bony.
as you manage to rake down its ribs, like this horrible mangled splayed rib cage, you sort of, well, almost like sort of kids on a railing style, like but your nails manage to catch, and this acid starts like, you know, eating away at the bone. You can start seeing the marrow on it, and it's starting to weaken the rib cage.
Nice.
But yeah, you have a bonus action.
What can I do on a bonus action? I always forget.
Kick her in the dick.
Yeah, that's...
I can kick it.
Yeah, I've said that everyone gets an unarmed strike
Oh,
as a bonus action,
I'll try.
because that's just more fun.
Kick him in the butt door.
It's because you could technically use a short sword, so it's like kind of like, well, why can't I just use my
Punch
hand?
it, yeah, exactly.
No, that was a
What was it?
8.
Not a butt kick.
No. You get a big rake with one set of claws, and then you bring the other hand up, forgetting that you just straight up haven't cast the spell on this hand, and you just sort of like scratch your nails down, and you're like, ha ha.
Oh.
Don't like it.
Oh, nasty.
When you said rake, I like for a minute then I thought, where the fuck did she get a rake from? And then realised what you
Yeah,
meant.
no,
Just like, no wait.
But yeah, the other hand is just like nails on a chalkboard, but down some like dried bones. It's like, like ooh,
Oh.
fuck. Ooh.
Not
Bollocks.
nail on bone.
Oh, you didn't call you scrot bats?
No, I can't because I didn't.
Right. Okay. Oh, you can't on a spell anyway, do you? It has to be a physical
Yeah.
Yeah, it has to be a weapon
like
attack, I think.
weapon attack,
It
which
says
is.
an attack.
Oh, is it?
Is it?
Mhm.
Ooh.
Ow.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, then yeah,
oh,
call them.
solid.
I'll let you do your own primal savagery. It's basically a melee attack anyway, isn't it?
No, but I should have done it then before my bonus action.
I know, but still, it's fine. It's a free action.
Yeah, if you intended to do it.
Yeah, it's a free action. You can do it pretty much whenever on your turn. I'm not going to be a hard ass about that. Oh, actually, you didn't declare it during the attack that you made.
Okay. Cheers, my dear. Oh, fuck, 1.
One is one. Yeah, so one of these like screeching like comes wobbling in and just like headbutts it and dies.
No, I still got the little steel chair.
Just
Yeah.
bollock.
No, it just basically crashes into one of the skulls and just falls down.
Oh no.
It might just be unconscious, but
Like a bird on a window.
Yeah.
Aw.
it's still another. Actually,
one
yeah,
bollock bat.
it's bludgeoning damage as well because it just fucking headbutts it. So like,
That used to
decent.
happen in the office all the time.
What a bat.
Birds
Bollock
just
bat.
straight. It's like, oh. I always felt awful. And they'd leave like a bird-shaped
bird
imprint.
imprint.
on
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, in school, we had like an old sort of. It looked like a 60s, 70s thrown up like fiberglass type building, but it had 3 floors. And whenever you were on the like on the first or second floor, in history, geography, or one of the languages, every now and again, boom,
Oh.
go out into the yard later on. It's just a fucking dead crow.
Ah, rip.
I remember sitting outside in Ponty. I don't know. You probably remember. There was like a outside one of the shops. There was a big tree, and then a bench all the way around.
Yeah.
And I was sat on the bench, and I remember being like really happy. I was like 12, I think, that I was allowed to go on my own. And a bird fell out. Like one of the birds had pushed one of the other like the baby birds out of the nest, and it just fell in front of me and went like a little bull scrote. It was horrible.
Oh, that's awful.
And I was just sat there like.
Okay, is that you, Briarleaf?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Scarius.
And lost the horrific
Okay.
memory.
Who is now, you know, like, even though it's only been 6 seconds, looks more like several days older, minimum, like nails wise.
Cool. So, would I notice that the piercing damage isn't doing so well?
Yeah, you would have heard the straight up dink from Lilith.
I put Horn of the Mother back on my belt. I flip efficiency
Yeah.
to the hammer grip
Bludgeoning.
instead.
Nice.
And I go in for 3 attacks.
Holy shit.
Obviously, flurry of blows.
Yeah, yeah.
So, if you would
I
like to
intend
close
to
the distance,
firmly
please.
bonk.
I thought you meant
Smash it!
you're gonna bonk him with
It's
the
with a
horn of
+2
the
as
mother
well,
then.
because you're flanking.
Just bonk him with the horn
+2.
of the mother.
Nice. Okay, so well, let's do the efficiency first because it's a different. No, it's not different anymore. I can just roll 3 dice. Okay. Only one of them hits. Okay. Oh wait, I should have rolled because efficiency is.
A
Bugger.
weapon, not it, yeah. Alright, just start again. Just roll from fresh.
Start again.
Right. So, efficiency.
Efficiency.
That's a 15.
Just misses. Oh. Right, and then 2 unarmed attacks.
Nope. 15 again.
Oh,
no.
got it. Yeah, you run up, you just like bonk, punch. It's
Yeah.
just like, did that do anything? It just sort of slowly starts to turn to face you.
Yeah.
You did add the 2 as well, right?
Oh no. So it would be 17 for those 2.
Hits.
No, but
Okay.
is this
So 17 for efficiency and 17 for one of
One
them.
of the punt.
Oh,
yeah.
the flank saved it.
Cool beans.
Yeah.
for the flanking?
Yeah.
Hits, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
So there's
Yes. Who's flanking it? On me.
that one and can't pick it up.
How?
Stupid hands.
Just to check, how are we doing it? Is it if the creature is being flanked, you get the +2, or do you have to be one of the flankies?
You have to be on a side of a flanky, like, because I'm not saying that you have to be literally directly opposite, but say if it was like
opposite sides
yeah,
of the
2 by 2,
grid.
That's
Got it.
14 bludgeoning damage.
Fucking hell. Cool.
And that's me because that's action and bonus
Bits are
action.
starting to like fall off now. Like some of the bones are decaying and falling to the ground. The
Is
magic
it
seems to
looking
be
like
wearing.
it's struggling or is it?
It's still like holding together. It
Okay.
doesn't seem to be like too bothered that things are falling off, but there's enough falling off now that it's starting to like lose mass. You know. Bax, you're up.
Okay. Let's go.
Let's go.
Yeah, feel free to.
There count as a flank with Riley.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. I'll go.
Actually, I'll say one of these three.
These ones.
Yeah,
Just
so
come
one
the
of
other
those
side
two.
of me then.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll go diagonal. I'll go 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
So end up there.
Yep.
Cool.
And as I'm running in, I'll activate the Storm Aura as a bonus action. So give me a dexterity save.
6.
Cool. So he's going to take. Oh, I threw that recklessly. 3 lightning damage.
Cool.
And then I'm going to reckless
All the way
attack with
out.
them all.
Nice.
First attack. 22 to hit on the first one.
Hits, yep.
Okay. Ooh, nice. So just check what's the modifier. Right. 9, 14, 16. 16 bludgeoning. And 1 lightning. From that. And then second reckless attack coming in. Swinging it around the other way. For a 26.
Hits.
Fuck this thing.
This might be it.
6 to an 11 to a 13 bludgeoning.
Stun.
Bonk! Crumbles.
Nice. I'm running
That
big
bludgeoning
overhead,
was clutch.
just down the middle.
You guys just did over 200 damage.
In one round.
In basically by the time it took to go from you down through and back to backs, over 200 damage.
Nice.
You know when I said and the rest earlier? It's because you did something like, I think it was like 12 or 16 damage first turn. By the end of his turn, he's up to 76 damage taken.
Yeah.
You dealt like 60 odd damage in a turn.
This is why you always carry a hammer, guys.
Oh, he died too quickly.
Yeah, Theos is like, fucking boring.
Sorry, man.
Only one of you even stood in one of my
Spin the hammer out of my
things.
hand.
Also,
I look Theus in the eye and step on another one.
sick.
Piety, piety, piety,
yeah.
piety.
I'll tell you what, you roll the d100.
Ooh.
Scary.
I don't get to roll then. Where's my... There it is. That is 12.
What's your favourite number?
That is my favourite number. It's a good number.
Roll 2d10
Oh dear.
2d10.
and a d6.
2d10 and a d6.
Yeah, 2d10 and a d6.
Oh no.
God.
What have I
This is
done?
funny.
Oh gosh.
This is on theme, honestly.
Oh gosh.
Do I just add them up?
No, so 2d10 is one thing.
2d10 is 13,
Okay.
and then the d6 is 4.
So for the next 4 days, you're 13 inches taller. So you're over a foot taller. So you're like 7 foot something now, right?
Yeah, I'm
What do you normally use? Like
13 inches.
13 inches taller.
Yeah, I'm well into the 7 foot club now.
Yeah. So you're well into the 7 foot club and rapidly aging. And Theus is just like, oh, well, I didn't expect that. Kudos.
Seeing that happen, Lilith is gonna be like, and go as well.
Because she's like,
Be like,
I want to be
oh my God, I
taller.
want to be taller. I'm
Okay.
only 5'1".
These are tallifying
Yeah.
buttons.
Yeah, it's like,
She's
I'm
not
getting
smart
older
then.
and taller. This is great. These are all good effects, right? Okay, yeah, roll
She's
a
not smart. So
roll a d100.
I don't know what that is.
Oh, okay, yeah, roll a cool one.
Chuck it in there. 92.
92.
Oh God.
I love this thing. It's so silly.
Oh. Okay, roll a d6.
That's a good one. I know his voice by now.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's a very good one, but
2.
okay, this one's hard to say without giving it away because there's no immediate effect.
Okay.
You just feel this sort of. Oh, hang on. The combat music's still going. Oh, no, don't add a comment on Reddit. No! Fuck! Cursed once again to put my hands on Reddit.
Theus is always on Reddit.
There's
Oh, he
this
seems like a Reddit kind of guy.
Yeah.
I saw a great Reddit meme the other day. Some guy posted about trains, but he put it in r/trans. And someone was like, dude, you missed the I. And he was like, oh, fuck. But yeah, you get this, like, sort of... You felt it before. Specifically at Wessenschmidt's house. You get, like, a flash of blue in your eyes.
No, I don't want it.
No, it's a good thing. But you feel like you did when you were brought back.
Right.
So keep track for the next 2 days.
Of what?
Just
keep track of everything.
yeah, just keep track of if it's within the next 2 days. You
Yeah.
know, something can happen.
Okay.
Interesting.
And Theus is like, oh, it's one of those ones. Slow burn.
Lilith is like
Boring.
trying to see if she's like grown. She's like,
No, unfortunately, not any taller.
I stand next to you.
It's like, fuck me, you're tall now.
she's gonna jab you in the ribs.
And my horns are like
Fuck's
growing
sake.
longer as well.
She's gonna jab you in the ribs and be like, oh, you're old.
Is that going to ruin my whole copper thing? Because it'll just grow out.
Yeah, well, for the next, how long is it? 4 days?
Goes back to normal
Yeah.
after
Yeah.
24 hours.
But does it go back to
Oh yeah, no,
normal?
24 hours, yeah.
Does it go back to normal, like revert? Or does it... Do you
It
get
goes-
what I mean?
It goes back to what you were when the
Ah.
effect started.
Cool.
So
I
you
keep
won't-
my copper horn.
Yeah, you'll keep the copper horn, but for the next like 24 hours, you are aging at the rate of 10 years in that space. So like your horns are like visibly moving.
Nice.
Are you still growing?
Oh god, is this gonna keep going until he's dust?
Fuck knows.
This is quite worrying.
Right. Okay.
I can't grind them this fast.
Also,
Hey, you stood in
you
the shit.
look older.
What do you mean?
Yeah, like your hair is visibly graying. Like you can see the hair growth. Like it's getting to the point where like the ponytail type thing that you got is like coming down your back, and the new growth is like where you haven't quite put it in the ponytail and pulled it tight.
Yeah.
It's like getting bushy, and it's like growing out in like a ball, and it's like getting grey along here.
I take my hair out of the ponytail. Theus, is this going to kill me?
Flip a coin.
You.
If it's heads, I don't know. If it's tails, I don't fucking know.
So what was all that about?
Not the whole hair thing, or
No,
the bone monster.
oh, that's still Chaos throwing her toys out of the pram once more.
Why did she wink at you?
Because she's probably going to pin this whole thing on me because my champions were the ones that were tainted by old magic, and
And then he suddenly has a realization. He's like,
wait a minute, you lot are tainted by the old gods.
So we had feelings about that. But
How-
this kind
how's
of
that come
confirms
to
it, I
pass?
You tell us.
So
I don't know. I'm not one of them.
I'm going to be perfectly honest. I'm not like hiding anything from you, and I pull out the horn of the mother and show like the handle and the
yeah, the horrible jagged serrated edge, and he's like,
this just appeared on me.
might want to use it to cut your hair. And it, like as he says, it hits the floor and starts doing this.
On in front of Baxter, I start grinding my horns.
No.
Like I'm
Like,
using
walk
like
off.
bits from my
Cover
smithing
my
kit and
ears so I
chisels and
can't
stuff.
hear.
The thing is, Theus has actually got some horns of his own, but they come out of his forehead and they're more like sort of like flesh spikes as opposed to like actual horns. And he's like,
Sacrilegious.
But
I'm with you on this one.
Yeah, it's
if
gross,
they're going to
right?
keep growing, I can't
It
be
could
more...
only last 10 minutes. Who knows?
Or 10 years.
Wow, we should all probably say our goodbyes to Scarius now. 'Cause,
I mean, you
If
are
this is
starting
how
to
I go
smell-
out, I
You're
mean,
starting to smell
Maybe
like
step on another one. It'll reverse it. Who knows?
Chadwick.
I step on another.
fucking hell, roll a D100.
Use the cool
Do you
one.
want the golf ball?
No, I'm good.
You smell like Chadwick now.
You look like Chadwick now.
Okay.
Ooh.
You showing off in front of your god,
88.
who also did
Okay.
warn you. Just chucks you in 3.
Load, please.
holes.
these gods, they kind of suck. Like
88
no
you said,
offense,
yeah?
Theus, but
Yeah, 88.
like what a shit show.
You're all a bit of shit, really. Like, no.
Scarius dies.
The fuck he does. This one's gonna be real difficult to
Oh,
figure out.
tablet
Oh.
died.
My tablet died.
Rip. No. Wait. Hang on. Oh no. Okay. 6. D4.
Hello.
Oh, that would have been so cool. For the next 6 minutes, unfortunately, you gain wings and gain flight speed equal to your base move speed. It could have been up to 6 weeks.
Oh god,
Oh,
that
cool.
would have been insane.
So it was
Do they start
6
off with
minutes,
little
6
chicken
hours, 6
wings?
days, or 6 weeks.
Little nubs on his back, tiny nubs.
Yeah, so
on
you
his
get
face.
no. Actually, you get this.
I
Like,
vote that they're black feathers.
I was gonna say you get this really cool, almost like you know Moog in like Phase 2 Moog from Elden Ring, big black raven wings. Like
Are they aging as well, though?
Grey at the tips.
yeah, no, they stay. They came after the effect, but yeah, you get these big sick wings and things. It's like, well, that's better than aging and growing, and they are like scaled up to you as
But
well.
I'm still aging
Well,
and
at
growing.
least you're gonna die with cool wings, you know?
Nothing
guess.
happened to me.
We're gonna have to make a really big coffin
You might just-
now.
Die. You might just disappear.
So might you.
At least I know what's happening to me.
Guys, stop stepping in the rings!
I should probably pick them up, shouldn't I? But I might just leave them because it's funny.
Baxter, step in one.
I'm not stepping in one.
Go on.
Yeah, the height thing, that was I was kind of like, okay,
Yeah,
but
but
now
look, now he's got
all of
wings.
the yeah,
You
but
owe
he's
me 2
also
gold,
aging.
by the way.
He's turning into an old man, and he's gonna
Yeah, I
die
can have
and
this
turn
one
to
back,
dust.
and he flicks you the stinky one, and then he flicks you another one, and make a dexterity check or like an sleight of hand or something, you know, something along those lines.
16 or 15.
Okay, you do catch it, but as you reach up and go to catch it, he goes and basically heats metal. So as it hits your hand, you're like, ah, fuck!
Surprised you didn't show
Gotcha,
me one
bitch.
of the fucking cards. Stand in it, Bax. Go on.
I'm not standing in. No, not
Some
with all
agent of
this
chaos you are.
going on.
Yeah,
Nope,
see?
He's fun.
I'm going to roll.
he's stupid. And that's
True.
saying something coming from me.
There's a fine line between stupidity and chaos.
Would there be something that... Okay, this is weird. Would there be something I could roll to see if I know if this is going to be permanent?
Make an Arcana check.
18.
Given the sort of silly nature of the usual like random effects of spells that you've known of, like the sort of, you know, almost like party trick type shit, a lot of it tends to be quite temporary unless it makes immediate like catastrophic changes, and I don't just mean like wings or
Having my eye blown out.
Yeah, I mean something like having your eye blown out, or having your legs lopped off, or like someone immediately dying. Usually
Okay.
that's pretty like fucking
Oh,
But
dear.
I need... Because Scarius... Like, I'm thinking as Scarius, he probably wouldn't know, but obviously that's why I did that check. If that check failed, I was going to use a wish to reverse the effects. I was going to use up one of my wishes.
oh fuck, I forgot about him.
Where did you get the wishes from? I'm trying to remember.
From him?
From him.
Yeah, it was
Oh,
from
yeah, it
Thais.
was from Thais.
Yeah,
Shit,
it was the
yeah.
episode that you went. Yeah,
What are
Yeah,
the
of course.
cards?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
got 2 cards.
But there's a caveat. Was it 16 words or less? He has to write it out with no punctuation.
Yeah, I'm not allowed commas or nothing.
Oh.
And Thais did specify that chances are when he calls for the wish, he's going to be asleep and be woken up and be cranky. So it's like wish minus.
Wish but
So-
scarier.
Yeah.
Yes, why?
Bootleg wish.
Why do we smell of the
Wish
old
from Temu.
gods? Why do we smell of the old gods?
Well, I don't necessarily know why, but there is a sort of aura about you. Normally, we new gods, we get a very good read on a mortal. We can sort of see every branch of their life
fold out behind and before them. It's very hard to explain. You ever looked in a kaleidoscope?
What is a kaleidoscope?
Oh, hold on. And then he pulls out like just tiny little one, and he's like, "Have a go at this. It's really good fun." It's just,
Yeah, have a look.
you're like, "Oh, I've heard of these." You're like, I know a guy who talked about these ones. My dad like mentioned something, but these are cool.
They'll just snatch her off you and be like, what?
I wish I had one of these when I was on the drugs.
But now we've got one, and we can get more drugs.
But yeah, the wings like sort of go and just suck into your
man.
back, and it's like a ow.
Am I still aging?
You know, like when someone like
Yeah.
snaps the back of like a bra or like your pant line or something, and it's like a ow. It's that, but it's the wings like slapping back into you. And he's like, yeah, sorry, buddy, you're still getting gross.
Oh, you're
I lop
really
off more
bad.
hair.
Just every now and again. Fuck.
It's on the floor, it's just
They're
gathering.
just like chopping your nails.
Yeah.
Like, the fangs are starting to get a bit too long and dig in your lip, and you're like,
Oh no.
Darius was a good man, gone long before his time.
Because he thought he could play with chaos.
well, he's not dead yet.
Yeah.
Either way, kaleidoscope, future, past, blah, blah, blah. Normally I can sort of see everyone's path folding out before them and behind them, as I say, and can sort of not estimate, but sort of narrow down the path at which their life shall travel, you know? It's sort of, you can see the more common paths. They light up brighter in the eyes of the gods, but you lot, I didn't want to say anything before, but you are sort of like anomalies. It's like, I see a little bit of your past, but specifically up until you got on that boat, and then not a lot after that. And what I do see, the sort of deep future timelines, none of them are too good. There's a big
Did you
black
see
blob in the middle that I can't quite crack into, you know?
So did you not see what happened while we were sleeping on the boat?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
No reason.
Is this bad? This feels like really bad and ominous and bad.
What would that be? Deception? Persuasion? One of them.
No reason.
Intimidation.
Natural 20.
Fuck yeah. He's like, alright, didn't say anything, but sure, why not?
He's wise now.
Fucking weird.
Look, he's old and wise. He's basically an
I'm
old
not
wise-
old.
Yeah, you're starting
look
to get
old.
like a slight male pattern baldness.
Wow.
Oh, that's really upsetting.
I cast disguise self. Just make myself look like me normally.
Yeah, but it's just going to still continue, surely.
No, what you might see is like the
Every now
hair
and then
just
it trips
sprouts out
yeah.
of the.
Out of the range of the
Yeah.
disguise.
Ah, it's getting everywhere.
Every time it sprouts out, I cut it off again.
Just put it into a bag of holding and carry around so it grows into it.
So what should we do?
Just some homeless man climbs out of it. He's like, I've been in there for years.
Also, are the gods now pissed at us? Because we smell of old gods?
Well, at least Alcaeus is. The others seem to be minorly perturbed.
We didn't do anything to cause
Plus,
this.
we won.
Yes, a lot of us can
did
understand
win.
that the old gods do as they will, and, you know, a lot of what we do doesn't really interact with theirs too well, so when we sort of interact with the lives of mortals, it's in a different way, so you guys didn't, like, ask for this or anything. You didn't ask for it, did you?
No.
That would
No.
change a lot.
So explain to me how this works. So you guys are the new gods, yeah,
Yes.
and they're the old gods. So did you
Yes.
take over from them? And if so, where did they go?
Good question.
Are they your dad?
No, so, how do I explain this? That big ball of true creation that came into the room earlier.
Oh, the one that gave people rows.
Yes,
Naughty.
that is the one new god, the one true creator of the new gods. He made us. He physically made our energies, and we sort of rolled with it. Like I said before, Banel is sort of my wife, sort of not. We were just these paired energies, and from us, he created our children. We just use those terms to make it easier for you. We know nothing of where that one creator came from, but what we do know is that the old gods are physical beings from the deepest, darkest
depths of space. They're not energies, they are physical, corporeal beings, like a thing, you know? Big things, very big things, some of them. Big bastards.
Okay.
The majority of them were killed or launched back into space.
But killed by who? You guys?
Each other? No, not that. We sort. No, we created the seed. You know that island, that funky island with its own little like microclimate and shit. We made that as a way of warding off the influence of the old gods, and the people on that island were chosen by us to herald in a new age of faith and positive growth and all the other good buzzwords, you know. But the people outside of that island, of course, still were influenced by the remnants of the old gods. Some of them, though they were defeated by other old gods, some of them were chained in the deepest, darkest depths, ne'er to be seen again. Some of them, like I said, launched into space, but we don't know where they've gone. They could have come back. They just sort of... Every now and again, one of them pops up and we give them a good, you know, battering, and then they fuck off.
So why is
yes.
it a bad thing that we are connected with them?
Well, they've been around since time immemorial and have done nothing but enact their schemes and corrupted the mortal lives upon this plane the whole time, basically.
Corrupted.
And yes,
Okay.
they intend to enslave the mortals and destroy the planet and sap it of all its magic and crack the universe, and there's all sorts of motives going on. They've all got their own fucking one. Like, I can't keep up, frankly.
Okay, so
I-
why us?
Well,
I don't bloody know.
Don't
That's
I've
something
got-
you would know.
I'm getting a big, strong feeling that it's in their best interest to corrupt us. I'm feeling like they're trying to influence us in some way.
You
I'd like to
feeling
see
all
him
corrupty
try.
at all?
You'd like to see them try.
Are any of you feeling corrupty thoughts?
I mean, I always feel corrupty.
No, but like,
Does wanting to hit things count? Is that corrupty? Because I used to feel that before.
did you? I was going to say yes.
Yeah.
If you've
I-
always felt it, then
I'm a
that's fine.
pacifist and I killed an old man.
It's pretty fucked up. Why did you do that?
Yeah, that's pretty bad, actually, when you put it like that.
If these old gods are so bad, why aren't you keeping tabs on them of where they are?
Well, we
What are you
tried for
doing?
a while, but for
You
a
killed
long
an old
time.
man?
Goto.
Oh, 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 oh yeah, you did.
Yes, no, for a while we did keep tabs on them when we were created. That was sort of our primary goal. But then people stopped worshipping them and it sort of fell off, and we spent so long at the seed of the world that I suppose they just fell to ancient memory. So
But they're still around lurking
maybe.
somewhere.
I don't know. Maybe they're dead. Like I said, they're physical things.
Well, then why do we smell of them?
It's not like a physical whiff.
Yeah, but
you know,
okay,
but-
so why do we still have the aura of them?
Maybe we are them, and they died, and then we are them, but like reincarnated. And that's why we all end
Should
up
I
we
think
be able
he's
to tell that,
right
though?
on the money there.
You'd be able to tell that, surely.
Maybe. I don't know. It's been a
Do you wanna
while.
try? Do you want to try?
What do you know about the mother?
The mother? I don't remember one called the mother.
Oh, I always forget the name.
Shup Nicarat.
Shup
Yeah,
Nicola.
you say, and he goes. Suddenly he's like taken aback and he's like,
How the fuck do you know that name?
I'm pretty sure it's the thing that's been visiting me in my dreams.
Carabas will want to hear about this. I've got to go spend time with my kids.
thank you for that. And then he goes, reverse yoink, and puts you back. And for Chadwick, it's been a couple of seconds. He's like, oh, hello.
Ah, look.
You all
I'm
have
sure
this
it's
half.
running up and you'll be gone.
It's not like a true memory. Like everything that just happened is like each of you have your own memories of it, but it's real foggy and feels like, was that like years ago? Was that like a dream that we had? Like
One day I'm gonna learn
half remembering
gate,
this.
and I'm gonna yoink him.
Yeah.
But yeah, you still look older and taller, and Chadwick's like,
Is that like the conscious confirmation that it did happen?
it did
type of
happen.
thing?
Yeah, everyone's like, it did happen, but like none of you can really remember why. It's like, wait,
Ew.
was he always this tall? Maybe.
You're starting to bald now.
But you can't tell.
No, he's got this guy's self.
Is your hair still growing?
Yes.
Ugh. Ah, Chadwick's stamping on it. It's
Chad-
stamping.
Stop
Stop
chewing his
Chadwick.
hair, Chadwick. Leave it alone.
I'm hungry. Leave me alone.
I cut it off and give it to
Kezra's
him.
house, aren't we, right now?
Yeah, you're sort of like in the porch of Kezra's house with the open door, and you can still hear the poetry being read upstairs. There's like a dwarf walking up the path, and Chadwick sort of like touches his belt, and the trousers do indeed go vroom and inflate, and he's like, "Ah! You grabbed my scrotum with it!" Oh!
Oh no!
And that's where we end it.
Ugh.
On Chadwick's
Oh, no.
old man scrotum.
Scrap.
Oh, bless him.
So,
Nice.
that was different. I did say on Wednesday, actually, I said to Taff, I was like, I'll see you for the bottle episode. Not Wednesday, Sunday. I was like, I'll see you for the bottle episode. And he's like, bottle episode?
The bottle episode.
And Robbie was like, do you mean bottle of plonk? I was like, not quite. Well, thank you for playing. Thank you for watching at home.
Thank you.
If you're watching on Discord, head down to the links below. Discord, fuck me. If you're watching on Twitch, go down to the link below, click on our Discord link, go and talk about the episode and everything else diecast. Yeah. If you're watching on YouTube, please like and subscribe. It is always appreciated. And we shall catch you in a few weeks. Bye, everybody.
Mate.